Everybody, I'm live. It is Monday, January 31st, and it's yet another practice session with Warren. We have about a month and a half until our next big tournament in Reno, the Nationals, and our two tournaments that go back to back. It just basically goes Reno and then a few days off, and then we head to Italy for the World Championships. So we're probably just going to at least keep up this once a week practice on Mondays, but maybe as we get closer to Reno, we might throw an extra session or two in there, maybe with our teammates, maybe some team matches and stuff like that. But today we're back against Pepsi and Martin Seligman, my left-hand opponent, Pepsi. Unbelievable player, world famous, incredible bridge player. And Marty Seligman, I believe his team is playing this week in the alts. He's a regular online. I've played with Marty for a long time. I was his partner online. We used to play a lot of speedballs together, and obviously I'm playing with Warren, my partner. So today we're gonna play some hands from the 2011 Bermuda Bowl. These are my teammates, or some of my teammates, my current teammates. Were on the team in the finals. It was USA against the Netherlands. I don't remember the hands. I was when it's in Europe, it's all happening. All the matches happen a little early, so I remember not being able to watch much of it because it was happening first thing in the morning for me or early in the morning, and I was not watching. So, not that I would be able to remember this long later. Anyway, I could play my own hands that I've played before, and I would still not be able to remember them. I'm not. There's some people who can just remember every card of every hand they've ever played. I am not one of those people. You could show me the same hand that I played like a week later, and I might get a vibe like I think I might have seen this hand before, but I won't remember what's going on. Maybe enough pieces of information will clue me in, but I'm definitely I'm normally the person who's not. I could probably play the same hand in the same session without really noticing it, which I'm sure lots of you have done before because you see it happen from time to time in duplicate games. So we're waiting for Warren. We're about to start at 2 o'clock p.m. I wish we had a more regular schedule so that our people who watch live could really come, but we kind of just try to fit it in with whatever Warren's up to and whatever I'm up to. But usually Monday afternoons is when we plan these sessions. Just kind of the time goes between 2 o'clock Eastern to maybe 3 o'clock Eastern, sometimes last week 1:30. Anyway, we will be live every Monday, but it's hard to know exactly what time we will start. It is cold here in Florida. I don't understand how people live in places where you need to keep the heating on. The heat is destroying my lips. We don't have to put our heating on maybe once a year, a couple nights a year. But when it happens, like it gets so dry, and I'm not built for the cold. It's funny, I lived my whole life in it, but then now I really realize, there's Warren. I can stop talking about not bridge things and we can get going. So, all right, so this first hand, I have the kind of hand that it doesn't really fit the book definition of a weak three club bid, but whenever you're 6'4", yeah, having humidifier, that's a great idea to have a humidifier like that. Sorry, when you're 6'4", that kind of makes up for some of the other features that a preempt would normally have. So I'm willing to preempt with worse suit qualities when I'm 6'4". I don't love having length in the opponent's suit when I preempt, but at the same time, it does look like my opponents have fits in both majors. So if I do overcall three clubs, I don't think a lot of bad things are going to happen to me. But that said, I don't really want to tell the opponents how to play the hand. I feel like I'm not going to obstruct them from getting to game. And if I tell them I'm a weak hand, they're going to realize that I'm the one who's short in some suits. I don't think that preempt is going to be effective enough to pay off for the fact that I'm kind of squealing about the situation of the hand. Okay. Just a normal hand here. Diamond, a heart, a spade. I'm sure a spade's not forcing. I don't know whether they play that they would possibly bypass spades or not. That's what Warren and I play. That one spade bid there would be an unbalanced hand that we would only bid a spade. But it's more normal. Like we learn that we always bid your 4-card majors up the line. Hey Krish, how you doing? Remember to come over to Twitch. It's a lot better if you're watching on YouTube. You're better off chatting on twitch.tv/WalperBridge. That's only if we're live. Okay, so it looks like they're playing XYZ. Good morning in Victoria. So here, this is funny. This is not what I would expected to have happen with my four-card diamond suit. I never dreamt that they were going to be signing off in diamonds. So I have two ways to go here on defense. I could try to make them rough. It looks like my right-hand opponent is 4-1-4-4 or 4-1-5-3. That doesn't even make sense. 4-2. Sorry, 4-3-4-2. It sounds like he's balanced. 4-3-4-2 or 4-2-4-3 is my right-hand opponent most likely shapes. Do I want to lead my singleton, which normally I would do, but when you have four trumps, you usually don't want to lead your singleton. You'd rather make the opponents rough. Dummy's going to hit with hearts and diamonds, at least 4-4. He might just not have a club stopper. I think I'm going to lead a club. I'm going to lead. We play third from even, low from odd, so I'm going to lead third best here. He went back with a three-card diamond suit. Hi in Arizona. Hi, everybody. Oh. All right, so I guess they were playing that one spade is probably unbalanced. So I guess now at this stage, Marty's most likely shape is either 4-1-4-4 or 4-1-5-3 or 4-2-5-2. 4-2-5-2. Actually, that's the one that makes the most sense to me. 4-2-5-2. 8 points in dummy, 7 in my hand is 15. Marty's max is 18. So I know Warren's got at least 7 points over there. In fact, I'm guessing Marty has less. So Warren's got more like 10 or 11. We have a decent chance of beating this hand. I don't think that Declare's got a singleton heart. That doesn't seem very likely that Declare's got a singleton heart. Because I have only a singleton. So 4-2-5-2. And that Jack of Clubs really reinforces my what I'm thinking. So now, because that now it looks like King Jack Doubleton of Clubs over here on my right. 4-2-5-2. Yeah. Warren's thinking there's no future in the club suit. And also, I bet Warren's, like, when I don't lead my singleton heart, I bet Warren doesn't think I have a singleton. All right, wait. So what's this? So Warren's giving me count in hearts. Maybe if he's giving honest count, that 3 would be low. But we play standard. Yeah, there. Warren's got it. So I can throw away my Jack of Spades right now. It looks now like Marty's got 3 hearts. Now I'm starting to think Marty's got 4-3-4-2. That 10 of hearts, 4-3-4-2. I don't want a spade ruff. I want a club back at this stage. I want to play the Queen of Clubs because I want Warren to play back clubs because I think I have the same number of trumps as Declare. So I really want I want to make Declare rough. If I can make Declare rough, then I'll take control of the hand. Declare has 3 hearts, right? 4-3-4-2. Also, my Queen of Clubs is like a kind of a perfect discard. The Jack is gone. That's why I'm able to throw away the Queen. It let Warren know the whole situation in the clubs. And maybe he already could tell from the spots what was going on. But the Queen just makes it absolutely clear. He now knows that I've led from Queen 10-6 to clubs. He actually is going to learn. I bet Warren at this stage knows the entire hand. He might be able to literally sit there and work out, okay, Gavin's got Queen 10-6 to clubs. He didn't lead a heart from a stiff. He knows I only have 2 spades. So he knows my shape for sure. So now it's just a matter of high cards and figuring out a way that we can negotiate 6 tricks. We only have 1 in so far, And Declare looks like they've got the king of spades as well. I'm hoping Warren has the queen of diamonds. That will help. I think Warren needs to duck this and then play a club. I think that's our best defense, is just to keep Declare. The key is that we need to make Declare rough before Declare makes us rough, and he did duck it. Okay, good job by Warren. And now let's see what Declare. He's probably going to play another heart. I can only imagine he's going to. Oh, I'm going to duck this. That's for sure. I need to wait. I don't want to take the ace. This is a common theme when you have ace length of trumps. It is so important. What's up, Babs? Good to see you. It's so important when you have the ace fourth of trumps. It's just incredibly common that you want to wait to win it, because you want to wait to be able to clear their trumps. Although this looks like he's done well. Queen 10. I could rough this and then play but that's not going to help us. I could rough and play ace of trumps and a trump, but I just don't see it. I don't see how we're going to possibly beat this hand. If I rough it and play ace of trumps and trump, the only way he's going to make it is go down as if we were taking 3 spade tricks. Warren would need to have king queen fourth of spades. So that's not going to work. I don't think we're going to beat this. I don't see how we can beat this. But I'm going to throw a club. I don't throw a spade. I could throw a spade and get a spade rough, but that's not. I don't see how that's going to help us. I feel like we're the only chance that we have is that Marty doesn't know where the ace of clubs is. Ace of diamonds is. What's going on? Marty's high cards are the jack of hearts, the king jack of clubs is 5, the ace of spades is 9, what looks like the queen of diamonds is 11. So he's probably got another card. It's the king of spades he's got. He's got 14. That would make sense if you have a balanced 14 count. So he would have started with ace king fourth of spades, jack 10 third of hearts, queen 10 fourth of diamonds. He's going to make 2. Maybe I should have thrown the jack of spades. I feel like Warren's going to play the jack of diamonds as his next card, but we can't beat this unless Warren has king queen of spades, and I just don't think Warren has king queen of spades. I don't think Marty would have won his ace of spades at trick 2. I think he might have taken his time and ducked one if he had ace empty fourth of spades. It seems like it's actually kind of a nothing hand, where the opponents were actually entitled to make some heart partial, but instead they played in diamonds in their 4-3 diamond fit instead of their 4-4. The Declare won't have a club to rough. They've got doubleton, king jack doubleton of clubs. We knew at trick 1 when the jack of clubs dropped that there's that king of spades. There's nothing to this hand. This is a problem. I can. Yeah. Maybe I should have roughed it, and I might have blown a 20-point under trick here. Yeah, Warren's got that jack of diamonds. Now I can win ace and play 1, or I can duck it. It doesn't really matter. Either way, claim 2 tricks. If I duck it, he's just gonna win the king and play a heart and claim 2. Hi, Dave. All right. Well, we won a half an imp probably because somebody was in a heart part score. I don't know. For Warren and I, we would not rebid 1 spade with that hand. We would rebid 1 no trump. Or 2 hearts. Those are our 2 choices with that hand. We can't bid 1 spade. That would show an unbalanced hand. So we would bid 1 no and then rebid 2 hearts with the king queen fifth. That would be how we would get to 2 hearts. But we wouldn't know we have an 8 card fit. All right. Yeah, Pepsi's on it. This is what Pepsi's saying here is very important. It's a very important point to note that like when if you're an opener, just to go back on this last auction, when it goes a diamond, a heart, a spade, something. If you bid two hearts now at your next bid, first bidding diamonds, then bidding spades, and then bidding hearts on your third turn, you're typically going to be this shape. This is what Pepsi's talking about: is when opener bids two hearts on their third turn. Why does that keep popping up? When opener bids two hearts on their third turn, they're supposed to be 4, 3, 5, 1 with extra values. That's kind of a you don't want to take three bids with a balanced hand. All right, one heart, two hearts, Michaels. Warren and I play a lot of stuff here. We play transfers starting with 2 no trump. We play doubles, just values. So let's see what Warren has to say. 2 spades would be a Q bid, and otherwise we play transfers starting at 2 no trump. So he doubled to show values. I have a really good hand that has no interest in defense. This is interesting because when he doubles, he's thinking about penalties. He's trying to show a decent hand with some values. And when they bid 3 spades, they're saying that they have a big trump fit. So at this stage, at this stage, I know we're not going to defend. I think I'm going to bid my hearts again. I'm going to bid 4 hearts. 4 clubs is an option. I could bring the clubs into the game. It might help my partner know to bid 5, but it isn't going to get my 6th heart across. So I think I'm going to bid 4 hearts now because I want to tell my partner I have 6 hearts. And if it's going to be right to bid on over 4 spades, I feel like I need to mention the 6th heart. Bork, what do you mean? Do you mean in Warren's chair between 3 diamonds and 3 hearts? Yeah, so because we play transfers, it's basically the same way we play after one of a major double. So 3 of a major is just like a weakest raise. Transferring to 3 of a major would show more like a mixed raise, a 4-card mixed raise, something like 7 to 9. I don't know if we're in a force. We're not usually in a force on auctions like this. And when I say force, meaning we are allowed to pass out 4 spades. We don't know whose hand it is really. Warren said he had a decent hand. I bid 4 hearts to play. Maybe he does think we are in a force because I bid 4 hearts. But I think I'm just gonna pass. I don't have the playing strength to go 5. I don't believe we're in a force. We have very strict rules about forcing passes, and the vulnerability is the scary thing, but I think I'm just going to pass this one out and lead a high club and see what's going on. I don't feel like we're necessarily beating it. I don't think we're getting rich against 4 spades either. Feels wrong, but he might, yeah, I don't know how aggressively Warren would have doubled. It's weird that he doubled. He didn't have spades. Anyway, we're doing these practices, and honestly, like in some ways, I kind of hope Warren thought his pass was forcing, so that we can talk about it afterwards. Well, obviously, I'd rather just be on the same page initially. All right, so his first card's suit preference. That 5's pretty hard to read. I'm just gonna throw this is a pretty obvious King of Hearts. The next trick. Feels like, what am I supposed to do? Well, just when we're vulnerable against not is when we would typically play forcing passes. So, but yeah, on these Michael's hands, I think we've actually explicitly discussed that we don't. It sounds like he might have doubled just to show a heart fit, which I don't think is our agreement. I think double by him should just show values. Looks like what's left for Warren to have over there. I guess he could have a diamond on her, the Queen of Clubs. You could have the ace king of diamonds. You could have the queen of spades. I guess there's a lot of room for him to have. Uh, uh, all right, we're gonna beat it one. So I could have doubled and gotten away with it, but 50 or 100 is not going to make a big difference in the grand scheme of things. That's one thing about imps is you don't need to go double for a one down set. It really isn't going to make any difference whatsoever. Okay, that's it. Should be claiming. Well, maybe I shouldn't have played that 10 of diamonds. Well, we were getting two down, so I don't know what happened. I guess Warren didn't know his ace king of diamonds were that useful. Seems like he was supposed to double. Yeah, I mean, I opened the bidding. He should be doubling four spades, I think, with that hand with queen third of spades. I think that he might have been worried that they. All right, so what I have 13 here. He might have been worried that his spades. That he might be telling them about the spade suit, but I feel like my four heart bid already kind of warned them that the spades were breaking that way. He was a little lucky that it was both ace king of spades on that side, but we honestly could have. Yeah. I had to overtake his heart and play a heart. That might have helped us. No, it's the same thing. All right, we play semi-forcing, no trump for exactly for hands like this. I have 13 points, a ridiculous hand. I'm just happy to be able to pass this one out. We're never bidding one, even if he has a 3-card limit raise. I don't really care. I'm perfectly happy to play one no trump on this hand. I mean, I guess we play. I shouldn't say for specifically this hand. We use semi-forcing no trump for hands where like when we're able to open even 11-point hands or 12-point hands. This one. All right. Well, I guess we have a pretty good game here. I mean, yeah. We have two heart losers in the diamond. It's not a pretty good game, I guess. We're gonna lose two hearts and a diamond, and then we're gonna need to sort out the black suits. So a game's not really great, and we're gonna make one no trump. We'll take 4 spade tricks probably, and diamond now, and 2 more aces. So he's just gonna play ace of spades, queen of spades, I think. He's not gonna, because the problem is if he plays a diamond. There's a chance that they're gonna win the diamond and play clubs through the ace queen. That's the only bad thing that can happen to him. Yeah, so I mean, I guess it's the reality is I probably would have accepted an invitation from my partner. So that part of it is I'm not thrilled about passing one no trump with my 13-point hand. But on this hand, I think it would have worked out. It wouldn't have worked out well anyway. We would go down in game. Which just goes to show you, it's funny. Like when I taught this class, and my students would ask me like, but like, what if partner has a 3-card limit raise? Aren't you afraid partner has a 3-card limit raise? I'm like, I'm not afraid at all. I'm perfectly happy to play one no trump when my partner has 11 points and 3 spades. Like so we have 20. So we have an 8-card spade. But imps is the type of game. The way imps works. There's no big benefit to being like going plus 140 instead of plus 90. It's just that risk is so low. Like what would have to be happening is you'd have to be going down in 1-0 and making your spade partial. That's when it would be very important that you don't pass 1-0 trump. It just kind of it's an irrational fear to worry about playing in 1-0 with an 8-card spade fit. I actually had a student email me this morning saying, can you play constructive raises and play semi-forcing no trump at the same time? They're saying, aren't you worried that you're going to play if you bid 1 no trump with 5 to 7 points and 3-card support? Aren't you worried that you're going to miss your 8-card spade fit? And I said, no, even if that's the hand. If partner has 5 to 7 points and I have 12, the opponents have more than half the points and we have an 8-card spade fit. The chances of them leaving us in 1-0 on a hand like that is just so low. They're going to be coming in. They have enough points to come in, and somebody's going to be short somebody is going to be short in spades, and so they will be balancing or overcalling. All right. Well, he's just thinking about whether it can hurt him to play the king of diamonds. It can't. It could, I guess, if Pepsi has all 4 clubs left. Unless somebody pitched a club, I was talking and not watching. All right, 120, and 3 spades might not have made. Right, we were going to lose the king of spades. It was the hand when everything was offside. The king of clubs and king of spades were both offside. So it was a. Oh, we lost 5. Somebody made a game. How did they make a game? Three no trump. No, we won 5. What? Am I looking at the wrong board? Oh, we lost on the previous board by not. Yeah, my bad. What happened? It went double, 3 spades, 4 hearts by my hand, 4 spades, pass, and Joel balanced 5 clubs. I could have done that. Yeah. I could have done that. As long as 1 club was pitched, he was safe to play a diamond on the last hand. Because the 4 clubs would have to all be in the same hand, and it certainly wouldn't have been in Marty's hand. The hand that he knew had the ace of diamonds couldn't have all 4 clubs, so it was safe for him to play the king of diamonds off a dummy, rather than just take his 7th trick. All right, the support double. I have a nice hand here, 11 points. I want to invite. 2-0 seems a little sketchy with this half spade, 1.5, like just 1 spade stopper and a vulnerable spade stopper. Yeah, because he didn't lead clubs. We know he didn't start with 6 of them or whatever, 5 of them. And he had enough spades. He had 3 spades. He led a diamond. He doesn't have club length. All right, so now that's a really, really interesting development there, that 3 spade bid. So first of all, it's a good bid, and by pass hand like this, opposite of pass hand, you should be making that 3 spades. Let me get rid of that. As a passed hand, you should be making that opposite of pass hand. That 3 spade bid should be a wide range bid. I know it's defined as weak, but there's a lot of hands where you just know you don't have a game that you should just be eating up this room. So I'm thinking between 3 no trump and 4 hearts. If we make 3-0, I'm going to have to bid it right now. But I just think this looks like a hand that we should play a 4-3 heart fit. If my partner's 2-3 something, I think 4 hearts is going to be the winning the place that we belong. So I'm going to go to the 4-3 heart fit here. I just think they're going to knock out my spade stopper, and we'd have to have 9 top tricks, which we might, but I don't know. Now, the problem with double is my partner's not gonna have the spade stopper to bid 3-0 anyway. So double doesn't like I don't know where double's heading. Like double's what I would bid if I had two little spades and my points in a different suit. But because I have the spade stopper, I'm the one who has to kind of make this decision. I don't see how it could be right for us to play five diamonds, but it just looks like it's a 4-3. I have to decide right now between 3-0 and 4 hearts. Although I guess double might work if it might get a double might work if I do buy a 3-0 trumpet. I guess that's one way of finding 3-0 when we have two spade stoppers. Hmm. Okay, well, looks like 3-0 trump was just on the heart finesse. Unless he found this queen of clubs lead, then it might just be down. So I'm gonna cover king. I might not have to cover. Like it might be better to duck, but they're probably shifting to a spade. Yeah. Well, the ace of clubs is already here. I need the king of hearts to be here, so I'm going to put the jack of spades in because if he has the ace of spades, then the king of hearts is going to be offside. Now I just have to hope they can't take club rough, which they're not going to be able to. He would have probably played a club back if he was going to get a rough. Now I just have to hope the king of hearts is onside. Doesn't rate to be, but at least now I'm in the same contract as 3-0 trump. It's not. I'm not worse off. Oh, I'm not. I know I am worse off. What am I talking about? I need hearts to break as well, which they're not likely to. So, all right, let's go over to the ace of diamonds. Righty has four spades, at least three clubs. Just wondering, do I lead the jack of hearts or do I lead low and try to negotiate everything here? I could. If he's got king doubleton of hearts over here, king doubleton of hearts, four clubs, four spades, and three diamonds, I can't pick it up anyway. Okay. He doesn't know I have only four hearts, so he might not have covered. Alright. I'm going to rough it, and I'm going to try playing a diamond in my hand. And if Pepsi's got three clubs and four hearts, I'm going to... Ooh. Yeah, that felt like it could be happening. Nice defense. I had to unblock that 10 of clubs, maybe. Ew. That got ugly. Well, we weren't making 3-0 trump. There's that. Yeah, he did very well to duck. Not doubled. What happened? They just opened 1-0 with a 13 count and just went down 3. The other table they got to play, they opened a spade. Yeah, Joe and J-Law. Alright, I have the wrong shape for a takeout double here. I'm just looking. They opened a spade and it just changed the complexion of the auction completely. Well, what did Marty's 3-spade bid look like there? Yeah, he did. It's a good bid to bid 3 spades there with that queen, fourth of spades, and the ace of clubs. It's just like using the law of total tricks, getting straight to the point, making our decisions as difficult as possible. I have a decent hand if Warren balances. I obviously, if Warren has spades and diamonds, he might reopen double. There it is. Thank you, Warren. And now I'm happy. I know that's a winning decision. I don't think we were going to beat 2 hearts. I think that if they do compete to 3 hearts, they'll go down. I mean, Warren's going to be pretty disciplined. We are vulnerable here. I mean, I'm actually surprised there's a hand that he could pass and then not make a takeout double of 1 heart, but then now balance with a double. It seems like unlikely. Like, I guess it's strange development. I guess he doesn't have 4 diamonds. Would be the clue, the missing clue. Warren's probably 4, 2, 3, 4 with about 11 points. Anyway, the law makes competing wrong. I'm definitely not bidding over 3 diamonds. And I don't think Warren has 4 diamonds. So Pepsi has 6 diamonds and 4 hearts. All right, Warren's led 3rd best with the. Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't have to decide whether to play the 9. So I think that Pepsi's shape here is 2, 4, 6, 1. And now, if that is Pepsi's shape, then what I'm my best hope to beat this contract is to take 2 spades, 2 hearts, and a diamond, which I guess Warren might even have 2 diamond tricks. How many points does Warren have over there? King, queen of clubs, king, queen of diamonds. Those are really the points that Warren can have. He probably has all of those. So Warren's probably going to take 2 diamond tricks, and we're probably going to take 2 spade tricks, and I'll get a heart. So that's what I think is going to happen. I don't see any urgency for me to play a club. If I'm wrong about the shape, a club could just be a disaster. So I'm just going to play a diamond back. I'm pretty confident that that Warren doesn't have 4 diamonds. I just don't see how Warren could have a takeout double of 2 hearts that he wouldn't have made a takeout double of 1 heart. So I'm just going to play that back, and Warren will win it and play back the 10 of spades, hopefully, probably. Okay, so he had ace, queen of diamonds. Okay, and now I just play the 9 of spades, and I think Pepsi's going to get the heart suit right. I think we told him enough during the bidding about what was going on that I don't think that he's going to have any trouble figuring out that I have 4 hearts. I think that he's going to play the hearts by playing a heart to the 10, and then he's going to cash the king, and then he's going to finesse me on the way back, and that'll be for down 1. We've already got 4 tricks in, and we're definitely I'm inevitably going to get a heart trick, unless Declare has king in 1 club. But I really think Warren has only 3 diamonds and 4 clubs. Unless he forgot to double, it just doesn't make any sense. Wait, he didn't draw trumps. That's really weird. That's really weird. It's funny how much you can draw, how much inference you can draw from the auction. Like, I pretty much knew Warren's whole hand at trick 1 on this hand, right? I knew his shape, I knew his location of his points. He had the ace queen of diamonds and the king queen of clubs. It looks like but Pepsi got the heart suit wrong. Meaning Warren got. If Warren roughs this, he's end played. Is that what's happened? What's going on? Does Warren have 4 diamonds? That's what I think must be going on. If Pepsi took 2 spade roughs. Yeah, he only had 5 diamonds. So Warren did have 4 diamonds. So I wonder why Warren didn't double a heart. Because he didn't think he was strong enough. He had ace, queen of diamonds, and just the king of clubs. So, yeah, so that's what happened. He didn't think he was strong enough. So, all right, I'm going to get the queen of hearts on the last trick. Glad I didn't play back a club. All right. Well, he did well to balance. It's funny. Like I almost prefer doubling with Warren's hand at the 1 level. He's already a passed hand. I think that I would just poke in there with the double right then and there and be done, rather than what he did, which kind of took us to the 3 level, which worked out fine because I had a spade fit. But we're vulnerable. And it worked. It worked. His action worked. But initial double would have got me to bid 2 spades as well. So. I prefer a first round double. I always like to get in at the lower levels. Like when I get a chance, I just, to me, I understand the logic of not doing it and then realizing, okay, they stopped in 2 hearts. I can count on my partner for some values. But it's just so much less dangerous to just double the first time. Especially as a passed hand. I would never double with his hand as an unpassed hand. But because he's a passed hand, he knows that I'm not gonna take him for some ridiculous hand, like some extreme strength. I understand that he's a passed hand, so if I'm looking at some 10 count or 11 count, I'm not gonna be thinking about game, and that's why you have a little bit more flexibility. Now there's some danger in it also. The opponents know you don't have an opening hand, but it's hard to double them, and that's what everybody plays support redoubles there. So there, when you're looking at 2 little hearts in that spot, you know that they're probably gonna raise hearts. Or make a support redouble, and you're gonna end up off the hook a lot at the 1 level. It might burn you, but I prefer that action. All right, yeah. So transferred in 3-0. My lead, not leading a heart. I'm not leading a club. Don't like leading a diamond, but I'm not a big fan of the 2-card trump lead. So much of opening leads is ruling out your options. I'm definitely not leading a heart, and I'm definitely not leading a club. So the question is whether I'm willing to underlead my jack of diamonds, which is more likely to blow a trick. If I lead a trump, and I could pick up my partner's ace jack of trumps or something, or the queen of trumps. If I lead a diamond, my partner's got the king of diamonds. Dummy's got the queen 10. All right, I'm going to go diamond. I think diamond's what they'll lead. Oh, I wish I led a trump. That's a perfect dummy for a trump lead. I can't, because there's no trump holding that my partner could, that I would be hurting my partner by leading it. And this diamond does not look very good. I don't like it because now they can play small from dummy. If they have the 10 in their hand, I've just finessed myself. And oh, I want to see it go 9 king, 8 king. Boo. I hate underleading jacks. I mean, I would never lead from the ace or the king, but I really leading from jacks. It's just amazing how often it's bad. Turns out that was the lead. I'm going to be the one who gets on play again, so I don't need to give them the signal. Although I could give them the signal, it doesn't matter. It looks like they're gonna just take 3 rounds. The diamonds are gonna end up throwing away one of Dummy's clubs. That's what I think is gonna happen. Perfect world. Declare will also only have 3 diamonds, and then we'll get our 2 club tricks and the ace of hearts. Hi, welcome. If you are watching on YouTube, head on over to Twitch. It's a little bit delayed on YouTube, so if you're watching this live, twitch.tv/WolpertBridge, twitch.tv/WolpertBridge. If you want to be a part of the conversation, you'll be a little more. I'd say my signals don't matter so much here because I don't really care what my partner does. I'd rather just not. And I don't think my partner's getting in very often again. How many points has he shown up with? 5 over there. I started with 8. My partner has shown up with 5. That's 27. The opponents are in a freely bid game, so my partner doesn't have any more points over there. Maybe the Jack of Hearts. Oh, too bad. Club's going. I had to lead a club to beat this hand. That was not on my radar. I'm not leading from King 10 third of clubs. Whoa, what happened here? How many points did partner have? Did I miss something about the points here? Oh, so we're still beating this. What happened to the points? I had 8. Oh, 15 and dummy had 9 is 24 and 8 is 32. Oh yeah, but I was presumptuous about how many points my partner had. The opponents had only 9 and 24. They only had 23. I was like picturing 27. Just, not that I had anything to worry about. So I tend to be a little bit lazy when my brain can kind of figure out that there's nothing that I can do that matters. I don't tend to put all the work in. Yeah, and that's like a technique to honestly, that's a genuine energy conservation. I'm not usually, so I'm commentating out loud here, but my brain's kind of bypassing a lot of these steps because I just know that it's not possible that my play matters. So Warren showed a mixed raise. He's got 7 to 10 points, something like that, with 4-card support. I don't know whether his points are hitting me or not, so I'm just bidding game. If he's got the King of Hearts and the King Queen of Diamonds, we're gonna have no finesses and we're gonna make 4 hearts. So that's when your partner shows. That's kind of the purpose of mixed raises, is just to blast game. When openers distributional like this, you just bid game and hope for the best. It's possible we'll have no play, and it's possible we'll be completely cold. And there's some hands in between where we're gonna be on finesses or whatever. But there's no way for me to know. And Imps is a game that rewards you for bidding game. Wow, that is not a very good hand. Am I dead? I don't think I'm dead. I can go like, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. I can lead the Jack of Clubs. I need to rough 3 diamonds and dummy. That's not going to be very difficult. But then I'm going to have a problem that I won't be able to draw trumps. Huh, if I rough 3 diamonds and dummy. No, because the 3rd diamond. Oh, hello. That's a very helpful card. We play one of a major 3 diamonds is a 4-card limit raise. Okay, my Queen of Diamonds just won the trick. That's a very good start. And he has said 2 of diamonds, which is suit preference for clubs. I'm going to play a club. Hopefully he doesn't pop up with the ace. Best case scenario would have been it goes low Jack and they win an honor over there. Now they're in a pretty funny position where first of all, that diamond trick at trick 1 really helped because I now can rough 2 diamonds without the risk of being over roughed. Whereas if it went Jack, Queen, King, Ace, I would the 4th round of diamonds, somebody would be able to over rough the dummy. 8. Okay, so what's your carding? Carding, he's giving true count there. Alright, well, it's weird that he played the 2 of diamonds at trick 1. Like, he has the ace of clubs, and he doesn't have the King Jack of spades, right? Well, I'm gonna... Pepsi didn't lead the ace of spades, so... He told his partner to play clubs at trick one. Alright, this hand's kind of down to I need hearts to work nicely for me. I don't think they are. Can they be? He's got the ace of clubs, the king jack. Yeah, I mean whatever. I guess they could be. So I'm going to play 10 of hearts to the queen. All right. Should I cash the queen of hearts, or should I just play a diamond? I might as well play a diamond because if I guess it's the same thing. Whatever. That's funny. I was never going to take a first round finesse in hearts, so he played the king of hearts. It gave me a chance to make it, but I have a 9-card fit. So when you have king jack third of hearts there, it's really important that you don't. There's no reason for you to cover. I wasn't because. So I'm down 2. A lot of false carding going on this hand. So what happened at the other tables? They played spades the other way. They opened a weird bid. That doesn't matter. 1 heart passed, 3 hearts mixed. They overcalled 3. He had a pretty good hand there to not overcall 3 spades. And I bid 4 diamonds, and it went 4 spades. I'm glad you're enjoying these sessions. I'm definitely enjoying making them and the feedback that I'm getting about them. So, all right, I'm gonna bid. If I don't bid, my partner's not gonna know I have a hand. Their preempt has really gotten in our face here, but I'm just gonna kind of go for it. Struggling, they're kicking our butts so far. I will say that I don't really regret my bid. I would automatically bid 4 hearts on this hand. You saw how quickly and easily I bid it, so. Okay, so ace of spades lead. All right. Well, I only have a few possible losers here. Ace of spades. They encourage with the 10. The 9 of spades. Who's gonna come? Yeah, 9 of spades is next. So I can't really play low. I mean that the problem with playing low is it just could go queen in a rough and I'm down. I think I'm gonna have to sort out the club suit here. I can go king of spades. Well, I'm definitely going king of spades. Whoa, hello. Okay, now I don't remember if the seven of spades fell. I'm gonna be able to throw away. I'm gonna throw away a diamond and then try to sort out the clubs. Yeah, he was just trying to beat the hand. He figured he had no chance to beat it. I'm not finessing the club. Club queen, doubleton or singleton. I'm either taking the rest. Yeah, he was just trying to beat the hand. He just figured he had no defense. It's not that weird. It's a pretty smart thing for Pepsi to do there. His partner made a preemptive raise in diamonds. So where are 4 tricks coming from? If not from ace of spades, spade rough, low diamond to back to partner, and another spade rough. That was his only chance of beating the hand. I think that was a pretty smart lead there. No problem, Niels. I speak the language. I can understand Swedish, or that I don't know if that is necessarily Swedish, but I assume it's Swedish because I understand it. I know that all the Scandinavian languages have some overlap in those, but that looks very much Swedish. Tack så mycket. I learned Swedish, understanding Swedish, visiting my wife's family. And it got to the point towards my more recent Swedish trips where I could sit at the table and they'd be having a conversation in Swedish and I would just pop in as if I was just, I mean, I would speak English, I wouldn't speak Swedish, but I would just respond like I was part of the conversation. If I understand the context, I can keep up. But if they're talking, but if I don't know what they're talking about, I can't pick it up in the middle of. I need nouns, understandable nouns, in order to really have a clue what they're saying. A low spade would have been the money lead. Yeah, wow. That's a good point. I'm going to tell him close to the killing lead. I think maybe I'm supposed to figure it out. How many points am I missing? Maybe if he does lead a low spade, I am supposed to figure out that he's underlet an ace. That's really, I mean, that when on the yeah, he says easy to say afterwards. I'd be having a good day if he underlet the spade and king in your face. Okay, my lead. Another lovely collection to lead from here. So I'm not leading a diamond. It seems like a spade's my only choice, but we got no chance to beat this hand. What was one spade? Artificial game force. All right, I guess I could lead a heart. Play partner for 10-9 fourth of hearts or king 10 fourth of hearts, or not fourth, but king 10 of hearts. That might be my best shot at beating the hand. Partner couldn't overcall a spade over a club past a diamond, so like not vulnerable. He could overcall with anything. So like leading a spade is just playing for such a home run. I'm gonna try heart. This could be a disaster. Well, no, I had the jack of spades in my hand, didn't I? So I could easily play low and play him to have led from the queen. Oh, look at that dummy. It didn't matter what I led. 17 points opposite the opening hand. That's pretty unlucky, Krish. I'm not gonna lie. If you find the underlead of an ace against a slam and the opponent's do it, they fly king in your face. It's a good story anyway. If this is your first time watching, do this every single week with Warren, almost every single week, unless we're at a tournament. You can catch all the videos if you're watching on Twitch. You can catch all the videos after the fact on YouTube, my YouTube page. If you YouTube Gavin Wolpert, if you Google Gavin Wolpert YouTube, I have to cover because if I don't cover, it's gonna blow a trick. You can subscribe to my YouTube page. You'll get notifications when my videos go up, but I also share other videos on YouTube that I don't do on I don't put on Twitch, just like little one-off videos. You watched the first episode of that show. Yeah, that was fun making that show. Although it drove me a little nuts with the New Tricks Bridge Club on YouTube. I'm part of a video series that just came out. We were playing some hands that were a little crazy, and I'm not a huge fan of the crazy hands. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's really bridge. It's just I mean, it's good for entertainment. Thank you, Niels. I appreciate you saying that. It might seem ridiculous, but hearing the positive feedback really makes a huge difference because like a lot of this stuff is a lot of work. I have to. It's a different it's a different thing when I'm committing to sitting in front of a camera and talking for a couple hours compared to just kind of more lazily sitting at my phone or my iPad just playing cards. So it does weigh on me after a while. So definitely the positive feedback that I get from people really makes a big difference. So I really do genuinely appreciate when you reach out and say thank you and when the comments or whatever. And so thank you for those. And people do a good job of that. So thank you for all that. I'm going to throw this diamond. This might speed up the hand a little bit. Might not. Looks like he's got only 3 tricks because he's not going to be able to squeeze my partner on the King of Hearts. He's going to cash the Jack of Diamonds. My partner's got 2 diamonds and a spade, and then when he leads the heart off of the dummy, now my partner can safely throw away the diamond, so we are going to get one more trick. Anyway, the 9 of spades was gone, but so spade lead was the lead. It would have held him to fewer tricks, but it was a push. What happened at the other table? Did they have similar auctions? And I wonder what they led. Joel led the 2 of Hearts as well in the same auction I had. And there's Joe and J-Law. Joe, they opened a Precision Diamonds. They had a different auction. And they also led the 2 of Hearts. There you go. Okay. Yeah, the Netherlands Bermuda Bowl, exactly. Not that long ago, although I guess it's been a decade. Time goes by quickly. I remember where I was when I was watching some of this match. I mean, I don't remember where I was. I should say I remember being in a hotel room at some tournament. I guess if it would have been in November or October. Where might I don't even know. Yeah, where I might have been. I was at some tournament, I think, because Charlotte. It must have been the Charlotte regional. When I say that just because that's like the tournament I remember in October. I just remember sitting in a hotel room at 5 in the morning one morning, waking up and watching the finals, rooting for my boys to bring it home. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs. A dull hand from my perspective until later. It's funny. I did have the first hand of that new trick or second hand of that new tricks bridge clubs video. I had a 0 count, and yet I had an interesting decision. It's funny how the game is when you could have the worst hand at the table and have still decisions to make. All right, so it looks like it's seemingly natural. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, raised to 4 clubs. So Warren and I would play this as key card for clubs. We would play once we've established a minor suit fit, and we're in a game 4. So we would play 1 over his key card. Oh, so they're playing it 2 there. He's just alerted it, and he's so. That's funny because I've actually had conversations with Pepsi. They're not a big fan. they're not a big fan of Pepsi's not a big fan of the 1 over key card, and I don't think the polls in general are. Yeah, they were pre-selected hands, Dave, which I don't like it. I mean, I understand why they do it. Like they can't have us sitting and playing 24 boards and waiting for the interesting ones. But I'm not a fan of just selecting high-level bridge. It's not really a high-level hands, like crazy hands, because it's not really the game. Isn't what demonstrates what makes experts is not those high-level decisions. It's the bread and butter hands. Um, Yeah, they get pretty crazy though. I mean, yeah. Um, all right. So 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs. He key carded, and then exactly, Leor. Yeah, yeah. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, 4 clubs. He's just key carded, and they've gone to slam. I don't really know what I'm supposed to lead. I don't really know anything about this hand. I could lead the ace of hearts. It's hard to believe they're just off the cashing ace king though. Uh, and I don't. Yeah. But then guessing which minor suit which jack to lead from. I mean, I'm not leading my ace of hearts. I just don't believe that it's going to be that kind of hand. I'm just going to lead a trump and hope that good things happen. Maybe a trump lead wasn't smart. Maybe I should have led one of my jack fourths. I don't think it's going to matter. That's a very good dummy. Quick king of clubs. I think my lead was futile. I mean, my decision was moot. Is a better way of saying it. Okay. Yeah. But if you honestly, look at my hand. They're actually look at his hand. Let's take a look at it. Ace of Hearts was the only lead that was the lead that he needed, from his perspective. He bought the Queen of Hearts, but 10, 11. If you look at Declarer's hand, he had everything, but if he didn't buy that Queen of Hearts right there, if he didn't buy the Queen of Hearts, he was going to be on a heart finesse, and if I led the Ace of Hearts, it was just going to hand him the contract. And I kind of know that when he's just blasted to slam that he has that when he's blasted to slam, that he's got controls in all the suits. So I know he's got the King of Hearts behind me probably. So it just leading the Ace of Hearts did not look like a winning decision. All right, heart past 2 hearts. We play this 2 hearts as constructive. So Warren's got a decent hand over there. I can take him for like a 8 or 10 count. I've got a good 6 card suit. So I mean I feel like I'm supposed to just blast game. Although I do only have 11. But if I buy, what do I need? Ace King. No, I guess I don't have enough quite to blast game, so I can invite. Because if he has 10 count, I do want to be in game, right? Ace, King, fourth, and a King. Although he will upgrade some 10 counts. Maybe I should just back up and slow down here a little. I was getting a little anxious to go to game, but maybe I can't have a game at all. Let's take this back a notch, a step. Let's say he's got King Jack of clubs, King of hearts. I'm off 4 top tricks. I need him to have 10 points. King of spades, King Jack of clubs, King of hearts. That's 10 points. I need 10 perfect points and perfect points. I'm just going to compete. I'm not going to even invite. I went from bidding game to not even inviting very, very quickly. I guess somebody... what happened at the other tables? Joe and J-Law miss slam because strong club, a diamond, 2 hearts, cokish, 2 spades, 2 no. So he treated this hand like a 24. He treated this like a 25 plus balanced hand. Yeah, and he only had 6 points, so he didn't find a major suit fit. So yeah, he did well to go 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs. I guess that was the winning line of play or line of thought or whatever you want. I don't know. Winning action. they're busy talking about what they play. They say Martin over 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, would only waiting, asking about 4 card majors. That's what I should do. All right, I bought it in 3 hearts. Let's see. They're still talking about the system from the last hand. Pepsi's discussing what his bid was if he wanted to find a 4/4 fit. All right. Okay, that's a pretty good hand over there. I might make game now. I'm gonna lose a diamond, a spade, and a club. Yeah, what a perfect dummy. I should have gone with my vibes on this hand. Okay. Club. Yeah. Let's get that club roughed and dummy. I gotta make sure I make 3. So that's I have 2 club losers and a diamond and a spade. So until I rough a club and dummy. So I need to make sure this happens in case the king of clubs is offside, which it looks like it is. Now, if I tried to draw trumps too early. Okay. I now know the king. Well, whatever. The trumps are all gone, so now I don't need to rough the club so urgently. Yeah, he had the perfect 8 points for sure, and the trumps were 2/2 with the king on side. Like whatever. So I'll make 4. I'm losing 2 more tricks. Yeah. The problem was I had no real way of asking him that. Like, I need you to have all of your points outside of the diamond suit. We don't have short suit game tries. I needed you to. I mean, it was a perfect hand, and then we still needed the hearts to break. So, not much of a game. All right, we lost more imps. We're getting smoked, but I don't know. We didn't. We won an imp. 1 heart past 2 hearts. They didn't make a takeout double, and 1 heart past 1 spade. They did. 2 hearts, 3 clubs, 3 hearts. Well, I'm not a fan of the 1 spade bid. I mean, maybe they have a system to unravel that, but that's a big problem, bidding a spade on that hand. Because if you bid a spade on, I mean, I'm sure they have their own fancy system and they have a reasoning for do this. But if you're playing standard American, this is a no-no. What North did, I mean, when you're playing normal 2/1, what North did here of bidding a spade with this hand is a no-no. Because if you bid 1 spade and partner bids 2 clubs, when you go back to 2 hearts, it doesn't sound like you have 3-card heart support. It sounds like you're just taking a preference, so it's really important that you convey that 3-card heart fit. So it's okay to do it when you have a limit raise, because when you have a limit raise after bidding a spade, if your partner bids 2 clubs, you can jump to 3 hearts to show the invite and the 3-card support, right? But when if you don't have a good enough hand to show that limit raise, it's critical you do not, with this North hand, ace 8 7 5 of spades there, it's critical that you don't respond to spade. It's very important you just show your fit and your constructive values by going 1 heart, 2 hearts. Again, if you have 11 points, it's not going to be a problem because you can bid a spade, your partner's going to make their rebid, and you're going to jump to 3 hearts and show your 3-card fit. But if you're just going to plan to take a preference when it goes a heart, a spade, 2 of a minor to 2 hearts, you're conveying the wrong hand type. So you can't do that with 8 points. Oh, thank you so much, Babs. I appreciate that. I'm not sure what you mean following a diamond with East. What? Can you reword that question a little? I'm Oh, if they could have overcalled one diamond, maybe, but they couldn't. Sorry. So okay. So what's this gone? So a spade and note from two spades, and he's led the two of clubs. Looks like from three. It doesn't look like he has the jack, but I'm gonna put in the eight anyway. I don't think it's gonna. It can't really cost me to play the eight. Um, because he's probably gonna finesse on the way back, and even if I went up king, he's gonna get a discard from his hand off that ace queen. So at least now he's gonna have a decision to make about whether to finesse the club or not. When he quickly played low from dummy, I was pretty sure he had the jack. Like, it would be a good play with nothing, but like normally if you had too little opposite ace queen fourth, you just automatically just try the queen. So I know he's probably got jack doubleton there, but it's just so hard for it to matter. It's so unlikely for it to matter, rather. But he couldn't overcall one diamond, right? It was a heart pass a spade to him, so he would have to overcall two diamonds. And no, when you're 4-4, you wouldn't. Yeah. Well, hopefully he'll play a club back now anyway. He saw me play low high in spades, which we would give suit preference in trumps if we really felt strongly. All right. We wait. Warren probably just he's going to take his time in this spot, thinking about what will matter. So I think where coming in with this hand really matters is more that competing to the three level. So if you only overcall two diamonds, you're going to compete to the three level. Sometimes when partner has three diamonds, which you don't want to do with a seven card fit. Like if partner only has three diamonds, you really want to be defending because you now have defense. And if partner does have a four card fit, you do want them to compete to the three level. So I think it's really important to double and get both suits across. Like if my right hand opponent opened a club and I had that east hand, I would overcall a diamond on the ace, king, queen, jack. But now it's because I don't have a second, I don't have multiple places, and I would get that. It's a completely different spot, to be completely honest with you, like a one level overcall over a club versus a suit past a suit. I want, I don't really want this one. I want to play clubs. Oh, Warren had a stiff club? No. Pepsi had no diamonds, six spades, and yeah, he has four. He has four clubs. I see. Partner had led a stiff club. Oh no, ace, king, third of hearts. Okay. All right. Yeah, yeah. I guess if I won the king of clubs, I don't think maybe if I shifted to diamonds, that might have helped. But oh, we won a couple. Hmm. Yeah, so they belonged in four hearts on this hand. It looks like other table. Yeah, one pair got to four hearts. See how Warren and I would bid this hand. I think we would go spade and no trump two clubs with this hand, for a couple reasons. But we play a system called Modified Bart that would have really worked well in this hand, I think. East, it would have gone a spade and no trump, 2 clubs. East would have bid 2 diamonds, transfer to hearts on their way to bidding 3 clubs. And West would have supported hearts, so we would have probably got the game. All right, sorry, back to where we are. Welcome. If you are new to my stream, I'm Gavin Welpert, and I'm do this on a regular basis, once a week with Warren, every Wednesday with Rob. Different stuff, but we are practicing for the Nationals and the World Championships. Warren and I play a pretty run-of-the-mill 2-over-1 with a lot of little gadgets. We have about 25 pages now of system notes, maybe a little less, 20 pages of system notes that take me about 2.5 hours to read, which I do the day before we play a tournament. All right, I have 10 points. It's not really enough to invite game. I could definitely envision game making on this hand if partners got nothing wasted in diamonds again, but I can't imagine that that's... I think I'm just going to go back to 2 spades and not invite. I could go 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 spades to show an invite. The problem is I have 10 and he is at most a bad 14 because we would upgrade good 14s. So although I do have a great hand. If partner does have a spade fit, I do have a great hand. But ace, queen of spades, king of hearts is a 9, and king of clubs is 12, and then I would lose a heart, a diamond, and a club. Yeah, maybe I should invite. But what if he's got like king, queen of diamonds? I'm not. I'm just gonna bid 2 spades. I'm not inviting, but I could easily miss a game. Thanks, Jody. I'm happy it can help. All right. Look, I can easily see us making a game. I'll feel pretty foolish if he's got a perfect hand with nothing in diamonds. Like, watch the first thing when my partner puts down dummy with cards. The first thing that comes down is the 9/8 fourth of diamonds. I'm like, no. From there, I don't even care what the rest of his hand is. We belong in game. I don't like to invite with 10 points. I'm not an inviter with 10 points. That's not. I could bid 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 spades. All right. Didn't matter what I did. He had a minimum and no spade fit. 8 of clubs is led. That is high from a doubleton. The king of clubs is on side. I'm going to lose the no clubs. I'm going to lose the ace of diamonds. I'm going to lose the ace of hearts and some number of spades. The fact that they're about to get a club rough, they've started on their way to getting a club rough. All right, well, I might as well leave the 10 from dummy. The only time a 10 would really cost me is if it's a singleton jack or something, but I don't think it can be the singleton jack, to be honest with you, because he's led short clubs over here. I don't think he would have led shortness if he had 5 spades. I think he would have led his longer suit of hearts, unless he had both aces, I suppose. Spade, king. No, maybe I should have just played a club from dummy. Huh. Actually, it might have been right for me to, to play a club. Just give him his rough. No, then he could get his... Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe they could get 3 roughs then. Yeah, I might have screwed this up. It might have been... So, like, at this point, I don't have a way to dummy to finesse that club, right? So... So I can either play a heart to the king... I could play a diamond first. Because then if Marty's got both of them, he's end played. I don't think he has both of them. He started with the ace, queen of spades, and the king of clubs. If I play back a diamond, I'm definitely playing a diamond first. Then I can make my decision after that. Okay, so now when Pepsi leads another low heart... Okay, he didn't lead another low heart. I feel like I might have misplayed that hand. Towards the end, I might have just conceded the extra rough. I think that might have been a better approach. I think if a low heart was played there, I would have a decision to make. So he might have made my life easy there by cashing that ace of hearts. But I think that the odds were in favor of going up with the king of hearts. All right, 11. I'm gonna open, and I'm gonna open a diamond for the lead. I'm gonna treat this hand like a balanced hand, but I'm just gonna open a diamond to get my partner to lead a diamond if it gets competitive. I don't really care about. I'm gonna still rebid one no. This isn't about planning ahead about reverses, but I have no reason really to. I'm gonna treat this hand like a balanced hand, and I like the idea of getting a diamond lead. All right, this is two-way new minor forcing right after. I have a complete lesson on this on my website on walpertbridge.com. If you go to walpertbridge.com and you search for two-way new minor forcing, you will find a link to it. The old lessons are $10 each, and they're so thorough. You get a 90-minute lesson and 50 pages of notes or so. And this convention is on my short list for the must plays. Like I would say that this is one of the most important conventions you can add to your system, two-way new minor forcing. In Scandinavia, they call this XY no trump. So partner just relayed me to bid 2 diamonds. I accepted. He signed off in diamonds. I don't really need to compete here. I've shown he already knows I have 4 diamonds, so. And they've balanced with a natural 2-spade bid. Now, we would play 2 spades directly as natural as well, Warren and I. A diamond past a spade. We would play 2 spades there as natural. So, he had close to an invite there, Warren. Okay, so this one looks like a nice, easy one to play. I'm going to do fine on this hand. Pepsi has done well by leading a trump, but I don't see what he can help me. So my choices here are to which hand do I set up? It's all over tricks though, so I'm just going to win this and play a club. I can throw away a spade, but I could do that. I could lead a club first, but I'd rather just play a club. There's no way I can avoid losing 3 tricks on this hand, so I'm just gonna play a club right away. If they want to cash the spades, they can, but then that'll be the whole hand. That's what I was hoping would happen. They come back a diamond, and now I have a chance to make an extra trick. I can ruff a club, heart to my queen, ruff a club. And I might actually get to score a long club trick as well. All the trumps are out. This Queen of Hearts entry was why I went this route. Club, if they're 4-3 now, the moment of truth. Okay, so now I can. There's still 1 club out, but now I can play Ace King of Hearts. No, in match points I would take this route for sure, because if I pitched the spade, it's not helping me. It was an illusion. Yeah, I can give them a spade. It was an illusion. I was going to end up with the loser at the end. I didn't have enough trumps in my hand, right? I only had 4 trumps in my hand, and there were 4 spades and dummy, right? So if I pitch one of my doubleton spade, well, my hands are like backwards. It's weird looking at this. So if I pitch one of my doubleton spade, that's great. I'm getting rid of the loser in the short term, but I don't have enough trumps to ruff all 3 spades anyway. They're going to play back a trump. The only way I was going to be able to get the extra trick was by setting up my club trick like this. And the only way I was going to be able to do that, I needed the Queen of Hearts as 1 additional entry. I was going to need 3 entries to my hand to make it happen. Sorry, I can claim. Sorry, the club's good. Sorry. It looked like you needed to throw away the spade right away, but not the fact that I only had 4 trumps really changed the dynamic of that hand. And we lost to imps. They've been 5 diamonds, which was not really makeable, was it? Well, obviously not. We were off ace, king, ace. This looks like a view graph fix. They just put in the contract. I kind of want a free bid here. Yeah, I'm gonna bid. I don't have much of a hand. Should I do it? It's a little dangerous because my partner might take me for a little better of a hand, but I do want to compete. Like if it goes a spade past 2 spades or a spade past 2 hearts, I don't want to balance back in with 3 clubs. Yeah, I'm gonna just bid right now. I'm pretty aggressive here, but I think it's important. I'm a passed hand. He knows I'll jump to 3 clubs pretty aggressively. I just hope he doesn't like go bonkers with 18 points here. We deserved a better fate for our plus 150. That was the best result we could achieve on the hand. Come on, Warren. Don't bid 3 no trump. Just bid 2 no trump. Oh, no. Alright, well, I hope he has 20 something. I don't think so, though. Somehow I feel like he's just got that same 19 count that he's too good to overcall 1 no trump. I don't have anything to say here. He's gonna double. I don't know if I'm supposed to double. Yeah, exactly. At least I have ace fifth. That's how I feel. Like whatever. Here, he's gonna rip it. Come on, rip it. Thank you. Okay. Maybe I was supposed to double, but I know he's got a huge hand over there. But I don't know what kind of huge hand. He might have long diamonds and a huge hand or whatever. All right, ace of diamonds lead. I'm gonna give him a little high-low here for a diamond rough. Pretty happy with that dummy. I probably should have watched the diamond spots on the first trick. So that I can read his suit preference signal now. This is a pretty out there bid there by Marty getting to the 3 level here, or 4 level with only 8 trumps. He could be in a lot of trouble. Well, whatever. So I could play trumps, but there's a small risk. Is it possible that Declare could just take the rest of the tricks? If Warren has like king, queen... No, Warren's got spades stopped and he's got heart stopped. So it feels like I need to play a heart. Because I don't want Warren to play another diamond. Declare's got to be 5, 4, 3, 1 with 4 diamonds. 1 spade. I think I'm just going to play a trump. No, you can't really signal for a trump, Babs. Unfortunately, his 2 signals that he could give me were low for clubs and high for spades. I think that signaling for spades would be signaling for trumps, for what it's worth. That if he told me, if he told me he likes spades here, then yeah. So maybe I might have just costed it. No, I was just thinking if Warren has queen doubleton of spades, then it's possible that I might have just blown. But Warren can't have queen doubleton of spades. He jumped to 3 no trump. Maybe he did with queen and a spade. When you have a million cards to signal with, Babs, a middle card might be a trump sometimes. Or if there's only 1 suit that could possibly be played. Okay, I don't mind that. That's not a trick for me. So now I can play a club back. He's got a rough it and dummy, and then Warren can win and draw the trump. So I'm going to lead a club back. I don't want to lead a spade for him. And now when I'm going to pitch the 3 of spades for Warren. Warren's going to cash the king of hearts. I'm going to pitch the 3 of spades. Why didn't he cash the king of hearts? What happened? That's weird. Three. Give him count now. What happened to the heart suit? Warren didn't have a heart stopper? That was really weird. That's just bizarre that Warren just jumped to 3 no trouble without a heart stopper. He's just like, I don't even care. That's unbelievable. That was the ballsiest bid I've ever seen Warren make. He could have just cubed. Wow. I'm gonna give him a hard time about that one afterwards. Holy cow, did it work out well. What an animal. An animal. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, I got 9 points here. That's so funny. And heart stopper. Yeah, they're tilting. Oh my god. All right, so we play Transfer Lebensal. This is great. Another one that I just recently did a lesson for any advanced players out there who want to learn this. This is an amazing convention. I'm going to bid 3 clubs to show invitational or better in hearts. So many advantages to this convention. Number 1 being you're having the overcaller be on lead. Second thing is now you get a chance to invite. My bid is at least invitational. So now Warren, when he doesn't accept my invitation, he would bid 3 hearts. Two diamonds was diamonds and a major, I believe. Yeah, diamonds and a major. So this convention is what's basically universally played among experts. This Transfer Lebensal, it's just so much better than regular Lebensal. It's a little bit more complicated for sure, but it's worth every bit of that complication. Like the benefits, it's amazing how often it matters to in this particular spot to get the no trumper to be on play. Admittedly, this hand not so much because now West has told East what to lead. So East is going to have an easy time getting over there and then getting their diamond through. Warren and I have never talked about what we do when they double our Transfer Lebensal, so it'll be good for us to discuss it. What do I feel like? I think, well, 3 hearts is definitely I don't accept, but he could pass now as well. To show a minimum. So I would guess 3 hearts would show a minimum with a fit. Pass would just show a minimum without a fit, maybe. Let's see what it would be interesting to talk to him about this afterwards, because you can't have agreements for every single little auction. What you can have are general rules that you can that you can apply to spots like this, because especially you can't have who talks about this. You can't have talked about what are we going to do when they double in this spot. So all you can do is have good partnership rules that you can try to both apply when a new thing comes up that you haven't talked about, and try to have those rules be clear and concise enough that they're easy to apply and you both understand when you might apply. All right, good. That's my Warren. Thank you very much. I appreciate not making me worry about it. perfect bid. He accepts it, and wonderful. And now we got the right hand on play. Let's see what you guys are saying. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it would make to me what it would make sense is passes. I don't accept the invitation and see where you or like normally we do passes. I don't have a stopper in spots like this, but I think here passes I don't have a fit would make the auction a lot simpler for us to digest because then I at least would know 3 yards as I have a fit and a minimum. And Tuno Trump is Lebensal. Tuno Trump is even when you're playing transfer Lebensal, Tuno Trump is still Lebensal. Tuno Trump is the way that we get out at the 3 level, right? So, but what changes in transfer Lebensal is what your bids mean at the 3 level. Instead of actually bidding the suit that you have to show the game force, you transfer to the suit showing invitational or better. Yeah, so I mean it's a really really great convention. It's a lot. There's a lot to it though. Anyway, you again have a thorough lesson on wolpertbridge.com. If you type transfer Lebensal, when you buy the lesson, you get the video of me going over it. You get the 50 pages or whatever of notes, and you can also on the lesson page. Everybody that's bought the lesson, you can even if you're watching a replay of an old lesson, you can still type questions in there, and then I get a notification and I answer them, and so and everybody can benefit from everybody else's questions even when you're watching the lesson after the fact. I'm trying to create a community of players that all kind of play the same system. There are a bunch of them out there now that are playing them, and I'm building features into the website to help them connect with one another next. That's my next goal for the website, is to kind of make it more of a community. But right now it's just a lesson store, and now we've got this commenting stuff, which the commenting thing has so far made a big difference. Like I've had people answering some great questions. Basically for 2 years, I dealt with getting questions by email and only answering them one-on-one with people. But now the questions are all up there for everybody to see, which I'm really happy about. Yeah, he thought about redoubling. He definitely he thought about redoubling Warren over there. We would have made 3 clubs redouble, right? We would have lost a diamond. Maybe 3 clubs and a spade. And a heart. If the clubs were 4-1 though, we were making 3 clubs. But I don't think they were 4-1. I think Pepsi has Queen Jack 10 9 6 of clubs. 6, not 6th. Diamond to the ace, spade rough, club to the ace. He's going to rough this, though. No, spade rough, club to the king, spade rough. He's trying to make an over trick that's not really going to happen. The clubs were 5-0. We were not making 3 clubs redoubled. Good job by Warren not redoubling. If he had the 10 of clubs or something, he might have. He very well might have. He was thinking about it. He wanted to. He had 17 prime, ace, king of clubs, ace, ace, king, ace, king, king. Yeah. It's funny, this hand, it didn't matter whether you were playing what kind of Lebensal, or as long as you didn't have a misunderstanding about a forcing versus non-forcing bid or something, you were going to survive on this hand. Yeah, he's on fire, Warren. He's saving us because we were getting crushed for a while. We came back. We might even win this match. This is the last board of this view graph set. What should I do next? I just do the next. I'll load it in a second. I also had somebody send me a message asking me how do I load up the view graph files. They said that they think that doing this would help them and their partners. So when you go to when you're the table host, you see here there's something called deal source. And when you go to the deal source, you can see here you can select a specific view graph match. So from archives, or you can randomly select. Oh, you can either use random deals, you can randomly select view graph deals, or you can select this. Usually, I would just go here and type in like spin gold or uh, Bermuda Bowl or USBC are probably good ones. If you want to find ones that I'm involved in, I'm in a lot of USBC events. You can see, and one good thing about doing the ones that I'm involved in is I play a pretty straightforward system. I'm never. One of the things like here, one of the problems is we were playing. There you go, Babs. You can type Wolpert in and find my hands. Like here, one of the pairs is playing a strong club, and one of the pairs is playing like I don't know, Dutch whatever, some Dutch system, and so maybe you won't get as much benefit out of looking at the view graph hands because they're not playing what you play. But if you find people who play standard, latch on to Levin and Weinstein are great ones to watch or to play their view graph hand because they play standard bidding. They play 2/1 game force and 5 card majors like most of us do. So you're better off comparing yourself to those people. Um, yeah, funny. I think he might have been better off just throwing the diamond right now. He's going down. I think if he threw the diamond, he was going to have a better chance. Okay, that's very interesting. You have to open an imps table. Thanks, Kate. That's a really important note. I never knew that. I guess I'm always playing imps. Smart by Pepsi. He wanted to make sure that he wins this trick. Oh no, he didn't win the trick. Now we're gonna make it. East now is end played. I think Marty could have let him hold that trick. I don't know if he could have or couldn't have. I can't see the rest of the hands. Let's see what. Okay, first let me load up. Oh yeah, he could have let him win that hand. So we did come back to win by 4, but let me go deal source. I'm going to search for Bermuda Bowl 2011. One more. Okay, let's just play this hand. What a huge comeback there. A little 27-2 in the last 5 boards. Huh. I have 6 card support from my partner. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to bid 4 spades. Not really much to think about, even though I have all this defense. What do you do when you have 6 card support for your partner? I'm not going to bid 5. So hopefully, what I'll do after this is I'll bring Warren back in like we did last week, and we'll do our post-mortem right here in the stream. So even though we won't still be playing on Bridge Base, you'll get to hear you'll get to hear me giving him a hard time about bidding 3-no Trump with his 2 hearts and whatever. But no, otherwise, yeah, we just go over the boards afterwards, and I got pretty good feedback from people last week when we shared it. All right, well, what can I tell you? Sorry, maybe I needed 7 card support. I can't believe that we bought this in 4 spades. He only had 5. Well, that's not really much of a surprise. Wow, it's actually not even a good sacrifice. 1, 2, down 1, down 2, down 3. We're going for 500. Yeah, I would say like a third of the pairs are play precision these days. That's about like so a lot of people are now playing this transfers after one club opening. That I would say that's probably becoming the most common system at the high levels. Either one of three systems, right? There's the strong club systems. There's 2/1, basic 2/1, and then a lot of people are playing 2/1 where they open a club with all balanced hands, and the rest of the those are the three main systems that are that a lot of people play. But yeah, there's definitely still a lot of pairs that play strong club, particularly in the U.S. There's like I would say even more half of the pairs are playing precision. I would guess half of the top pairs. I mean, they did great to be able to stop and double us. I really like Warren's two spade bid on this hand. I think that's the winning bid. You have no defense. Your first chair, you're non-vulnerable. I think it's just automatic to if there's ever a time to open with a five card suit, that is a perfect hand to do it. Yeah, they might make six clubs. True. I mean, but yeah, it's not going to be a great six clubs because they're missing the queen of diamonds, so they're going to have to sort out the queen of diamonds. Oh no, they can use the hearts. Yeah, they could use the hearts to throw away the diamonds. Yeah, so we might have stopped them from a slam. But the problem is we had too many high cards, right? Warren's got six, and I have seven, so they weren't really going to be sniffing slam if left to their own devices. Let me get my Zoom. We'll start a meeting with video. Let me go to the participants. Let me get the link. Copy invite link. And then I gotta get my SWB audio thingy started it up again. All right. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Um, I'm going to share screen with Warren. And SWB audio. Hello, can you hear me, Warren? Not yet. Now, hello. Hey, can you guys hear me? Okay. Let me see if. All right, and you can hear Warren too. Warren, just say, can you test something, please? So just say
I'm
something.
here. I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Uh, all right. I'm not getting any feed. Nobody's saying you guys can't. Can you guys you cannot hear us? Is it? No, they can hear. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. Where are we gonna start? We are going to start. I Perfect. Let me make this a little smaller. You can see my screen, right, Warren?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, we had a lot to say about that 3-no trumpet. We'll get there on that hand that you jumped to 3-no trumpet.
We'll
But
get.
let's
We'll get.
yeah, we'll get
You
there.
know.
Let's start. Let's start earlier for sure. Uh, all right. Yeah, this first hand. It felt like we should have been able to beat this first hand, but I don't. I don't. I never looked at the double dummy. Um, can we beat it? No. Double dummy says we can't. Uh, I let a club trying to tap him out. I didn't think he was 4-4-3-2. Obviously, like I was when I was defending, I thought he was. I started the defense thinking he had more diamonds when he opened a diamond and rebid a spade. When he
Yeah.
dropped it,
Well, first of all, I'm almost an opening bid. I could have opened.
yeah, no, I like you have kind of a random spread out 11. I think our style is not to open with that 11
I
point hand.
I would have. Yeah. I like having. I would like having much better majors. Even Queen 10-9 and Ace 10-9 or something like that. I would open of this. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
agreed.
But no, the frustrating thing is that I mean I can't quite double a heart with four spades of the queen and ace third of clubs. But I want to. We need to get in there and bid three clubs.
Yeah, it's just kind of impossible. I could have overcalled three clubs. I mean, I honestly like I was getting ready to open three clubs in third chair with my hand, but then when he opened my length, that's why I didn't bid three clubs because I had too my clubs were just too long. I mean my diamonds were too long. That just seemed like the wrong approach. Although now that I think about it afterwards, maybe that is a good reason. Like if they're gonna get to four hearts, we're gonna sacrifice more frequently when you have short diamonds. Maybe it's a good reason to bid three clubs directly over a diamond with my hand. I know I've got 2-1 in the majors, so the chances are they've got a major suit fit that they're like it's not like I'm gonna go for a number. Is what my point. Like if
Yeah,
it does,
I
if,
think
if
I would be inclined to double. I mean, your clubs are pretty spotty, but I'd be inclined to do it because look at this guy's hand, for example. He's got an 8 count. He has no bid over 3 clubs.
Yeah, no, it's there's no question. It does a lot of damage to them. Maybe at this vulnerability I should do it. Officer pass partner, like it's not. It can't really hurt me. That's our way to get to three clubs anyway. I could have definitely bid three clubs. I kind of wanted to.
Yeah,
I mean, and the
but
big thing is that even in order for us to going for a number, right? Like righty has to be short in clubs, and lefty has to not have a major. They have to choose to defend clubs rather than having I would say that the frequency of the danger of three clubs really isn't there. So yeah, I could have done it. I mean, obviously this hand was you have a 3 card club support and a full like two nice aces.
yeah. No, I know. But on this hand, once he had, I mean, I can't see. Uh, Once you led the 8 of clubs and he played the jack, so I know the club position at trick one. So I knew at trick one he was 4-3, 4-2.
You didn't know he
Potentially
could have been 4-2, 5-2. That's what
four,
I
four,
thought at trick
four,
one was that he was 4-2, 5-2 was what
four,
my
four, two, 5-2.
yeah.
Right, and you hadn't let a stiff heart, but that was it. Um, so I know. So what I, what I'm worried about is that his
He's still going to throw
spades
his spades on the hearts, but
spades on his hearts, and we may have some spade tricks, and like you could have like ace jack doubleton of spades, win the jack, cash the ace, and then when I get him with a heart, I could give you a rush.
yeah, right. No, I
You
understand
know,
your spade shift. That
yeah. So
seemed
the spade shift is clear. He's gone up with the ace, so now I think he's got the ace king of spades, the king jack of clubs, the heart suits revealed, and then when he played a diamond to the 10, I know the whole hand. I
yeah,
couldn't
right. Yeah, we
I couldn't
couldn't
figure
beat
out
it.
anything to
Yeah,
do.
there was just no way to
I'm
beat it.
defending double dummy. I can't figure out anything
Yeah,
to do.
no, there's nothing. It was nothing there. I was thinking that maybe if we started just club at trick two, trick one and two, like maybe like if you could reason the fact that I've led my 6 card club suit with, if you knew I had 4 diamonds as well, I would think that I was trying to tap him. Although you can see the doubleton club and dummy anyway. You know we can't do it. It's just
That's my problem.
yeah, your
With the
queen of
double
spades,
dummy, I don't know what
your
he's
queen of
talking about.
spades means that like in order for us to if we do play a third round of clubs, they're gonna pitch a spade from dummy. Like it could never help. Like even if it was a rough and slough, or I'm saying they can slough from dummy, and it was no defense to beat this hand. Uh,
Right.
we,
Okay.
on the other hand, just to be clear, we would rebid one no trump with that hand. I would not 2 hearts because of our club stopper, right? We diamond
Right.
pass a heart pass, we'd bid one no.
We
And
did
then
one
I
no.
forget what. Just remind me over two-way new minor forcing. We bid up the line, or we bid the 4 card suit first. I can never remember, and I really feel
We
like I need
bid
to
up
put
the
it.
line. We bid
We bid.
hearts before
I
spades.
need to put that in the notes because I can never. It just like for whatever reason I have a mental block against it. So, two-way new minor forcing. I should say we bid up the line.
Right.
Okay,
I do
got it.
think, by the way, we should uh, do what we did before to get our notes organized, where we had somebody help us
Okay.
just edit them and
Uh huh.
organize them
Uh huh.
for
Uh
us,
huh.
just to make them a
Yeah.
little cleaner, because I think we put enough work into them now. But yeah, I think up the line's a good methodology.
Mhm.
That way
Okay.
we always find the hearts first. And the spades, you can just if you would bid two diamonds with 4-4 in the majors, it goes a minor, a heart, a no trump, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. You bid 2 spades, and part of it's 3 spades, and you
Mhm.
found it. Yeah,
Yeah. It's efficient.
it's pretty efficient. Yeah. All right. Board number two.
We lost a swing on this one. So
Yeah, yeah. So first of all, what do you take my double as?
your double's just points. Like I'm like it sets up a
Okay,
penalty auction, just like it is over inverted
right,
or it's not inverted, unusual or like the other Michaels. It's just
right,
points.
and it's forcing to two no trump or three of a major or something like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess. Well, I should phrase it this way: if it goes a heart, two hearts, double, two spades, and you bid three clubs, so forcing. I think it's forcing.
No, no, I would pass. I would pass and then wait to hear what you have to say and then bid three clubs if I had a really good hand. I would think that I'm like getting in your way of doubling them for penalty. That's like what we would apply, the same rule that we would apply like one spade double redouble pass two clubs. Or
Okay,
like one spade double redouble they bid two clubs and I bid two diamonds in front of them. It's like a very much like I have a weak hand and I don't want to defend kind of thing.
right. Okay. So three hearts, any bid when they bid there. Well, clearly, if it goes one heart, two hearts, double pass, and you bid, that's clearly
Well,
squeezed.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
That's for sure. But right.
I
So
don't
if
think
you
I'll
have a
get. Well, it just says I don't want to defend, so I would never. If I have like 16 points and 5-5, I would be willing to defend. Excuse me, I would be willing to defend, so I would always pass first. Like if you double them for penalties, that's when we're gonna have them. Is when I am 5-5, right? Like when you're two suited and I'm not, I'm opposite two suited. That's when they're in their deep trouble. So getting in front. The only time you really need to get your suit in is if you're about to be preempted. And once you're through the first person, I don't think you're going to get preempted, right? So like if it goes when it goes only
right,
two spades, it's not like now it's going to go past four spades and we're not going to have a chance to bid my diamonds, right? So yeah,
right. So we're so our, we have a so we're not so we're just we just have a one round force. They can't play. The thing that can't happen is they can't play in two spades or three of a minor undoubled.
right.
Either
Yeah,
we're bidding or they're bidding, but it
yeah we're
can't
either
just.
gonna yeah we're gonna have to bid to two no trump or three of our major exactly.
Well, we don't know, or three, even three of a minor, but right,
Yeah, right.
right, but we can't just pass them out. So when they bid three spades, we're no longer in a force.
Yeah, well, no. When you bid three spades, now it's like a totally different auction. Exactly. Now
Now,
double
now you
double by
get
either end would just be like game going. Like double would be like I want to go to game. That's what double by me would say. Like double is how we would get to 3-0. Is I would double when I have 15 points. Like if you take away a heart and make it the queen of diamonds, I would double three spades.
right,
To say I want to accept game, and then it would just be forward going, and that's how you would get to 3-0 Trump. Exactly like if you had spade stopped, you would bid 3-0 over my double. So double, it's just like a heart double, redouble, three spades. It's the same. It's kind of the same rules
yes,
apply. Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
agree.
Okay.
So now we don't play specifically that at just because they're white and we're red that they're four spade
And
that my pass is
no,
four spade.
right, exactly. So like we're this is I think that what we specifically play in these two suited auctions. It's very hard to have a forcing pass auction. That this is these are the least like these are the most common situations you don't want to play forcing passes even when you're vol against not is because it could easily be you don't know whose hand it is. It could be them making you making and you're not getting rich, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, it's funny.
so they had this exact
Yeah,
auction.
yeah, and it went pass, and Joel bid five clubs with my hand, which
Right.
is I just I think it's pretty random. That worked out pretty well on this hand. But it seems pretty random to be bidding five clubs. I
Right. I would be inclined to double with your hand
to double.
because you have the ace king of clubs, and so I have to have some. I can't just have queen jack of clubs. I have to have diamond cards. I have to have something in my hand.
Well, you could have the ace of hearts, right? Like there
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know.
and the queen jack of clubs, ace of hearts, king of diamonds, or something. I didn't. To me, it didn't seem like we were getting rich when you didn't double four spades. I just didn't think we were gonna get rich against four. Like I couldn't see how we were gonna beat it more than one trick. Like I didn't see. I happened to get. We happened to have two winners in the red suits and Yeah, I don't know. I had
Well,
I
also, well,
felt like I had
one of the things you
negative.
got to keep in mind is I don't know you have a six-card heart suit. You could have an eight-card heart suit. Your hand having only six hearts makes your hand better defensively. You have a better defensive hand than you think.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but I don't see. I don't. It's about his shape. How many hearts I have is kind of irrelevant to lefties. Lefties. If lefties 6'5", I have no defense, right? I have one trick, right? If lefties 6'5",
I,
so
I,
I don't know.
well, do you
Yeah.
think I'm supposed to double?
I mean, I would think that by the same logic, you have the ace king of diamonds and you have the queen third of spades. So I don't see where you have more defense than you would normally have had, right? You have more defensive pure tricks of having an ace king and opposite an opening bid from partner. Like I don't know. I feel like if somebody was supposed to double here, I mean it's okay that we didn't double, but I feel like if somebody was supposed to double, I would have thought it would be the hand that has a trump wasted points in trumps and pure defensive tricks of ace king. So I don't know. I mean, look, Johnny didn't double, but I don't know what their agreements were there. But Johnny didn't double, so yeah, clearly, I don't. To me, I don't think it's a big deal that neither of us doubled. But I did not feel like I was supposed to double. I could have a wide range of hands with way more defense. Yeah, like I just didn't see us getting two. Down two was amazing to me. Honestly, I was blown away that we beat the hand. Honestly, I was not blown away that we beat the hand, but I thought it was way more likely they were making than going down two from my perspective.
Right. Okay. I got you. Well, I think both of us are we're both right on the borderline of doubling because we both have an ace king in the minor. Um, but I take your point. I thought I was worried that you could have, ace king queen seventh of hearts and we could
And
take,
out. And
yeah,
out, yeah, yeah, right. But I could have that, but I mean, yeah, I could have that for sure.
yeah. All right. Well, we were on the same wavelength. We just not neither one of us
Yeah,
mustered
that's
it.
all that really matters. We both knew that pass was not forcing, and we both we passed it out. That was it. That's the important thing for sure. Yeah, this one, nothing really to this one.
Um, right. I was
I
going.
like you upgrading your 10 count. I mean, I wouldn't do it very often with 10 to upgrade, especially because we play constructive raises. I don't think there's a huge incentive to be inviting with 10 to going through the limit raise versus going one spade, two spades. But I think that's a pretty good hand.
Yeah. Well, I think of one spade, one no, two something, three spades as, 10 to 11.
Well, it's 11. It's 11. To me, it's 11 to 12.
Yeah.
Because our one major, two majors, 8 to 10. That's all. That's the numbers that go in that I think of 8 to 10, not 8 to 9, 8 to 10. So to me, one no followed by three is the pure limit raise. The 11, it's 11 points. 11, 12 is where my perception of one no followed by three spades is. So I'm okay
Right.
with treating your hand as 11. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, I would say
Right. It's close.
generically with 10, we would go one spade, two spades.
If it was a mixed 10, if it was a more mixed 10, I agree with you. I mean, the
Yeah.
reality is I'm going to bid game with 12 a lot of the time. But, if I have no doubletons, if I have,
Yeah, yeah,
mi-
I'm sorry. I'm talking dummy points. 11, 12 dummy points. So like I'm thinking I'm giving myself a point for a doubleton or 3 points for a singleton
so I have
or
11.
yeah, yeah. The only problem with your 11 is that you're taking a rough with one of your points. So you can't.
I
You're
know.
giving yourself a dummy point, but you're roughing with a point. So like you're counting the double. It's a little bit of double counting, but
The
yeah,
jack of spades.
yeah.
If I had the ace, queen, third of spades, I'd have the same hand.
Yeah, exactly. And if you had the same hand with ace queen third of spades and king jack fourth of diamonds instead of the jack of spades, it would be 100% to go one to trump with your hand. 100%. So like no, this makes it close. I still like the jack of spades. It's still better than not having it, obviously.
Right. Right. Okay.
This one got burned. I did. It felt like I was guessing on this one over three spades. Like my choices were to double to bid 3-0 or to bid four hearts. I it just seemed like the chances that we'd have nine rippers on a spade were so low that it just seemed like four hearts was going to be a better place to play this hand. But I don't know. Maybe I should have just bid 3-0. I was completely guessing.
Well, I mean, the reality is that the same sort. You end up doing the same thing in three no trump. You run the diamonds and you run the diamonds and you play the jack of hearts and take the finesse and you still go down the same amount.
Yeah, no, I know, but I was just like, first of all, I guess both of them could go down a lot, right? Both of them could go down many tricks. On a spade lead, five diamonds and a spade, we're still three down in no trump. Exactly right. It's the same. It's the same down a bunch. It's true. I guess I didn't realize how important that nine of hearts would like four hearts ended up being a pretty bad contract. Oh, I guess it was only bad because the ace of clubs was offside. I guess that was a. Although no, on a club lead, even if the ace of clubs was onside, if they led clubs, oh, yeah, no, it needs the hearts 3-3 is the problem with four hearts.
Well, look, once the guy led the queen of clubs, is a bad contract. If the guy has the ace of clubs, then first of all, the heart finesse is a little bit more likely, and he's not gonna have a lead. He's not if he doesn't underlead his ace. Let's assume he's not up to underleading his ace of
Uh,
clubs. He's gonna lead a diamond or something, and you're gonna take a heart finesse.
yeah, right, right. This
And
became a much worse contract on the queen of clubs. Agreed, agreed. That was a
yeah,
pretty.
but yeah, I have 11. I don't have the king of hearts. I mean, we do have a good running diamonds, but that's about it. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's one of those hands. All right. So the next board, I'm a passed hand. I
Yeah,
wanted
this
to
one. So
double. I
I
wanted to
think I
double
think
one heart.
yeah, I think you're better off doubling one heart in this spot. I don't think I think the risk actually got higher doing it. Not only are you a level higher, but it's also easier to double you at this point because you've now telegraphed your hand as a passed hand that couldn't make it take a double of one heart that is now balancing with three two hearts. So I feel like you've exposed yourself to going for a number pretty like look he's raised on three card support here. If his club was a spade, we were dead to rights, right? Like and we're at the two level. To me like see what am I going to take you for your original double? Like a 10 count instead of a 9 count, right? I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
anything
no,
bad.
I know. I'd like to be marginally better or have a little bit better spades or something. But the problem is not that I'm crazy to think that my hand is kind of marginal for red versus white double of its heart. The problem is when it goes two hearts pass pass, then I'm really out there
Yeah,
and I'm
and
stuck.
yeah. So in this spot, that's the idea. I think the fact that you have short hearts is what makes it so that you need to make the takeout double of one heart. I think that if you had longer hearts, it's much less likely that it's going to get raised to two hearts, and it's going to be much less likely that we need to compete. But because you have short hearts, and I'm not going to be able to get us into the auction, it's critical that like I think that's the time you would aggressively double one heart. It's okay that you
Right.
didn't, but that second one was yeah. I mean, look, we needed to push them up there. We needed to get them. They were in good shape in two hearts, and I was thinking maybe you didn't have four diamonds. That was what was going through my head when you came back doubling of two hearts. I was thinking I'm trying to paint a range. I'm like, okay, you're a passed hand and you couldn't double one heart, and now yeah, and then you're coming back doubling. I'm like thinking maybe you don't have four spades and five clubs. You don't have that in because you could just balance two spades. So
Right.
I thought maybe you were I wasn't really sure what was going on for sure.
Maybe I was 4-2-3-4.
Yeah, the King of Clubs is definitely. I agree that the King of Clubs is somebody watching is saying that Warren can't see the chat for what it's worth, so I have to relay it into him. So you're saying like the King of Clubs are like it is a worry that that's a badly placed card, but honestly they've opened a club. It's not that puts the Ace of Clubs. Club opener is kind of nebulous. It doesn't really mean that the Ace of Clubs is in that spot. They just have 12 points. Yeah, there's an opening bid to your left. I don't think the fact that they've opened a club affects the quality of the King of Clubs so much.
Uh, it does a little. The
Yeah.
person who brought that up is not wrong, but it doesn't
Yeah.
affect it dramatically. Um, but yeah, I mean, the problem is not that it's reasonable for me to look at this hand and say, I don't really love doubling a heart. The problem is if it comes back to me at two hearts, I'm going to really hate it.
Yeah.
And
And you can see how we needed to do it. We wanted to compete. It was
yeah, so
critical that
if
we.
I had bid it right, if I had bid it immediately, Well, it would have been interesting. Would have got a club, pass a heart, double,
It would
redouble,
have
something
support
spade.
redouble. I would have just jumped to two spades, right? I would have
Right.
just
And then who knows? I don't know. Maybe we play it in two spades.
yeah, I think we would have bought it because now Pepsi can't really bid three diamonds. He could only just because that would be invitational. That's not just a competitive bid anymore. It's a totally different auction. So he doesn't really have a bid to make. He wouldn't compete. He knows he's only got a seven card hard fit. So we would have just bought it in two spades. And I don't even know two spades probably wouldn't even would we lose two hearts, two clubs, a spade. Yeah, we're close to making, I guess.
Well, you might. Yeah, you got to be
You might
careful.
lose three clubs, but you're gonna get to probably rough
I mean, he's got.
pit.
He's got to lead something. If he leads a
Good chance he
trump,
leads the queen of clubs, or but yeah, he might
if he
lead a
leads the queen
trump.
of clubs, you're going to do super well. Yeah.
If he leads a trump, the winning line of play would be yeah. It's hard. It's not going to be an easy hand to play. I can't really get to your hand so easily. Like I can get there with the queen of diamonds. I can get there with the ace of diamonds. So I guess the winning line of play would certainly be to play to like win the trump lead in my hand and play ten of diamonds to the queen or diamond to the queen, heart towards my hand, and then just keep using my dummy entries to lead hearts towards our hand, and then we yeah, and then rough a heart. We might end up losing three clubs, no spades, and two hearts. That would be the way to make it.
Right. It'll be touch and go.
Hmm.
But anyway, defending three diamonds was obviously an ideal spot.
Yeah, it was. It was for sure.
I'm not sure. I'm
You
not
didn't want to
sure.
take a piece of it. You're like, you know,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's what I had. I had
You
a
were,
penalty double.
yeah, you weren't feeling comfortable enough yet. Yeah, it's
I,
funny.
I, I didn't realize that we were going to have a tight match, or I would have gotten it out. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, this one, nothing. It was a nothing hand. I was never leading a club. Club lead would have saved us a trick. Nothing. Next
Right,
one.
right.
Yeah, next one.
Next one. So I think that's a mixed raise. It's
I don't
not an
mind.
ideal.
I don't
I
mind.
don't think it's an
Whatever. Like,
ideal mixed raise, but you got to do something with a hand.
yeah, I mean, you could bid a no trump. That's the other choice you have on the, or you can treat it like a three card constructive raise. I guess like that would be another way to bid the hand. One heart, two hearts. It's kind of in the middle there. That wouldn't be the worst
I mean, look
idea.
look what happened. Marty didn't bid three spades. At every other table, they bid three
That's what
spades.
it's. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, there was the one table they had a different auction completely. I thought one of the at the table that went one heart, three hearts. They bid three spades. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm okay with I'm okay with three hearts. I'm okay with one no. I'm okay with two hearts. They're all kind of okay bids with that hand. I think I don't really like one no. I think you're a little too good to show a non-constructive three card raise or whatever a preference hand. I think that having four trumps would be a little bit too much of a surprise. Um, so I think
Yeah,
one heart, two hearts,
I
or one heart, three hearts.
the nice thing about three hearts, it gets it off my chest. I'm
Oh, and
done.
it just takes up room exactly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's turned out to be one where they were better off not bidding, but
Yeah,
sometimes it has
whatever.
a.
I don't. After that, whatever happened after three hearts is what it is. Like my four heart bid was automatic. We were not dead to rights anyway. Even with know.
Your
Yeah.
four heart bid is automatic I just hit with the right fit, you're going to make it.
Yeah, I just went like it could have been a game on no finesses. Exactly. Like you could have just had king queen king in my suits, and we are on no finesses for game, and they're cold for game for what it's worth. If that's your hand, right? They could be cold for game, and we could be cold for game. But so it there's so many hands that I'll make. Just king fourth of hearts and a doubleton diamond and an ace, right? That's 8 points. Uh,
Seven, yeah, seven,
Yeah,
yeah.
seven exactly. Yeah, so I'm saying like there's too many hands. When you're 5-5 opposite a mixed raise, like you're pretty much always just gonna bid game.
Right.
Okay, this is a nothing hand.
If you had doubled four diamonds, you
Yeah,
didn't have a hand for it.
you're bidding
I'm
four
going to take.
spades.
I'm going to take you for being at least 4-4 in the majors.
I mean, I might be just two places to play. Like I might bid over
Or well,
four.
yeah, but you could pull four spades and five
Yeah,
clubs.
exactly.
Yeah. Next board, they just have all the points in the world. That was
Yeah,
nothing.
that was a nothing hand.
Next board, they with limited information, they just blasted into six of
Yeah,
hearts.
interestingly, like J-Law chose to treat this hand as a 25 plus balanced, this East hand, and that's how they missed slam. It just they kind of never found a club fit. Uh, he is 23, but he's certainly too strong to show 22 to 24. So it timed out a lot better after two clubs. Did you heard what Pepsi was saying? Do we
Yeah.
do
He was saying that over three clubs, three diamonds,
three times just
pretty
kind of
clean.
waiting? Yeah, it's just kind of a
Clean.
waiting bid, and that I think that's right. I think that's the way you kind of just have to play: two clubs, two diamonds, three clubs. You need three of a major to show five. It's the only way you're going to be able to unravel everything. Uh,
Right. And over two clubs, two diamonds, three diamonds,
you're just
you
stuck.
know,
You're just yeah. You're
you're
just
just stuck. But
yeah.
I'm gonna I think you play three of a major to be five. May not be.
Yeah,
You
yeah. It was just we're just
play
yeah.
it.
It's just an awkward auction. It's try not to
Yeah.
try to open a diamond on those hands when you have a four card major, if in a longer minor you just open a diamond and hope it doesn't get passed out.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. This one we made a game.
Well,
It was
this one
whatever.
is
It needed the hearts
very
to.
two hearts with the king on side.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have played at the very end. I would have played a low spade to the ace instead of the queen in case there was a singleton king.
Mm,
It's possible the guy doubled two hearts with 10 fifth of spades.
yeah, he would have led the stiff king of spades, and he only hearts were 2-2, so it didn't seem like that's what was going on. If he's
Yeah.
five spades and two hearts, I was thinking that maybe if I run the queen of spades, he might win it and play a spade back, and I might get to throw away my diamond. So I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I agree. I could have played a spade of the ace.
But either, yeah,
Yeah.
neither one was very likely.
No, exactly.
You were playing for one remote possibility. I was playing for the other.
Yeah. This one
So,
we would have had a better auction on this one. I think I would rebid two clubs with Pepsi's hand, particularly with our system with what we play. That you could bid two spades to show 9 to 11 with two card support. That would give West enough to probably raise, right? Or
oh
bid
yeah,
out there,
yeah,
bid out
yeah,
there. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but
our
but
auction would go a
a
spade, a no
spa-
trump, two clubs, two diamonds, showing five hearts.
right now
Pretty
I don't.
low.
Yeah, three hearts exactly. Past four hearts is how we would bid this end. One
Yeah.
spade, one no, two clubs, two diamonds showing hearts, three hearts because we have a three card fit, four hearts because you have values.
Well,
Yeah. Oh,
three
maybe
hearts,
maybe what?
three hearts because we have a three card fit and an above average hand.
Yeah, then a good hand exactly. I don't know. Maybe that East hand once partner does have stiff, you're not that far from making slam. I mean, if your King of Spades was the King of Clubs, I mean, I guess it's only an eight card fit, but we're pretty close, right? We have if the King of Spades is the King of Clubs, we have five heart tricks. And a diamond
Yeah.
rough and dummy is six, and four clubs is no. We're not quite there.
No,
We
no,
need a
you're
couple diamond roughs and dummy. We need to be
you
able to
don't
rough
have it.
three diamonds. Yeah, it's not right quite there, but we're close. If you're the ace of spades and the king of clubs, yeah, that's getting to be a pretty strong hand though. It's still possible. Okay.
Yeah, it's possible, but you then need things to break 3-2. It's
Yeah. Okay, a diamond, a spade, a no trump. I was thinking about inviting on this hand King Fifth of Spades opposite Too Little. I mean King Fifth of Spades. I could picture some pretty good hands that we make game. Like if you have Ace Queen third, King of Hearts, that's 9 points, and the King of Clubs is 12. I mean on that hand we would have a heart loser, a diamond loser, and however many club losers, right? That's only 12 points, but at the same time, I don't really want to play game when you have a max. Like, I don't just want you to accept game with 14 points and a doubleton spade.
well, if you bid two clubs, two diamonds, two spades.
Hmm.
And by the way, I'm not saying you should, because I think a singleton diamond reduces the value of your
Yeah,
hand,
for sure. That's a big part of why
right?
I didn't. Yeah.
Right, because a diamond, a spade, and no trump. I have at least four diamonds, and not right, at least four.
Hmm.
Um, but but if you bid two clubs, two diamonds, two spades, I'm not going to bid again unless I have three trump.
Well, you can bid two no trump when you have a maximum with a doubleton. When you have a max with a doubleton. When you have 14 and two spades, uh, uh, then you can bid two no trumps to say I have a maximum with a doubleton. You could bid three spades to say I have a three card fit and I'm not quite good enough to bid 4, and you can bid 4 to bid to when you have a fit and a max. Those are your
Oh,
options. You're never
okay.
allowed to. You're never allowed to jump to 3 no trump with 2 card support. That's the
Okay.
only thing you're not allowed to do.
Okay. So you do not treat it the way
It
we treat a no trump past two clubs, past something, past two spades.
exactly the
Where,
same. It's exactly the same. Where you can bid when you have a maximum with 2, you're allowed to bid 2 no trump. If you have a really nice hand, you're allowed to bid 2 no trump. That's what shows a maximum with 2.
all right, well, that's different because I've always played that you can't bid without three. So I'm perfectly okay with what you just described. It's just not the way I was taught it.
Yeah, I mean, right. I guess I've been. You and I don't play transfers after transfers. So I've for a while I've played the system where all invites go 1 no, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 spades. You just always go that route.
Mhm.
You never use the 2 hearts, 2 spades, 2 no, and then yeah, that way you'd still we yeah, so we'd still get the game with the balanced 8-9 opposite 16 or whatever 17.
Well, I'm going to be very reluctant to bid 2-0 over a no trump, two clubs, two diamonds, two spades, because my partner did not bid a no trump, two hearts, two spades, 2-0.
Right, right. That's fine.
Right. Very reluctant. This one is a little different, though not that much different because obviously a diamond, a spade, and no trump, two clubs, two diamonds, two no is five spades and then six.
No, 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 no. I would never. No, 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 no. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't go 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 no. It's really, really important that you would never do that with 5 spades because you always want to play in 2 spades when partner's not accepting the invitation. It's so much better to play the 5-2 fit on these hands than it is to play in 2 no trump with 23 points or whatever between us. It's like a massive difference. You're gonna make 2 of major and go down in 2 no trump so frequently that you yeah, so you don't want to bid 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 no, showing 5. That yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would always go 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 of my major when I have 5. It's good that this
Okay.
came up. I mean, I wouldn't have
Okay.
misunderstood your auction of 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 no. It's just it's not a good idea to go that route.
Okay. I'm with you.
Okay. We'll talk more about it because yeah, we'll talk more about it because I also think it's the same mentality with the 2 hearts, 2 spades, 2 no over 1 no, 1 no, 2 hearts, 2 spades, 2 no. You're just
Hmm.
it's never right to play 2 no. You always want to play 2 spades when partner's got the minimum that doesn't accept. You're just the frequency of making 2 spades compared to going down in 2 no is so high. It's like the when opener has a minimum, the 15 count with a doubleton spade, the hand that would pass 2 no, you're going to go down in 2-0 and make 2 spades like a large percentage of the time. So that's why we kind of shifted to stop using that invite at all. That 2 hearts 2 hearts 2 spades 2-0.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We'll revisit it. I'm going to talk to you about it again. Revisit
You're
1
gonna
no
try and get
2
me to place transfers after transfers, I can
Well,
tell.
yeah, yeah, maybe that's honestly that's the least part of it. This just the all invites going through 2 spades part. I'm definitely going to so revisit 102. I'm just making notes for myself, and then uh, 1 minor, 1 major, 1 no, 2 diamond, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 major. Okay, all right, I got the note. We'll talk about it again. Okay, board 14. Um,
This is kind of straightforward. Not
yeah,
good
this
enough to invite. Well, we don't have a game, and
Yeah, I
uh,
opened a diamond just for what it's worth on this hand. It's funny. I was never planning on rebidding 2 clubs. Even if you bid a heart, I was still going to bid 1 no on this hand. But I just felt like I'd rather open a diamond and get a diamond lead. I didn't. I just going to treat the hand like a balanced hand, but I was pretending I was 4-4 in the minors basically.
right,
Even
right.
if you bid a heart, I was like whatever, whatever. Yeah. I would never open. Yeah, I mean, I could have opened. I could open a diamond and rebid 2 clubs in like if it went a diamond and they overcalled a spade and you made a negative double, I could decide to bid 2 clubs, but uh, I still would probably bid 1 no.
You have to, yes, you have to learn the magic of bidding no trump when you have too little.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that is the spot. This spot here, like when you open and they overcall a spade and it goes negative double pass. That's a spot where you have no choice but to bid a no trump when you're balanced. So that's a stopperless one no spot no matter what. Like I would do it with
I
too
know,
little for sure, for sure.
I know.
All right, here we are. So
My favorite hand of the match.
so what gave you the chutzpah to jump to three no trump? Like how
All
rather
right, well,
than cue bidding?
first of all, I thought that if you, I gave you more than 4 points. I thought red against white, you wouldn't come in without, a little bit more than that, like 6 points.
Okay, just to talk through why I didn't, why I did it, why I bid two clubs is if you have a regular takeout double, not the strong takeout double. This is how I'm thinking the auction's going to develop. It's going to heart double a spade. If I pass, I think that they're going to rebid two hearts is the most likely bid that I would expect. I've got three little hearts, right? So I'm thinking you're short hearts. They haven't raised hearts, so it's going to go two hearts, and it's going to be pass back to me, and I'm going to be stuck competing to the three level, and I don't want to do that with this hand. So what I want to do is I want to mention clubs, and then I only want you to bid three clubs when you have a fit with me, right?
Right.
By bidding two clubs, like I'm thinking, I'm not showing strength so much as making an attempt to compete. That's what I'm thinking when I poke in here with two clubs in the middle of them.
Right.
So that's why I didn't have the 6 or whatever points you were thinking I had. Yeah.
I got you. I just didn't think you would do it with a 4 count red against white.
If I wouldn't not, it's not any four count obviously. Like I had ace fifth of a
No,
suit.
I
Yeah,
understand. It's five trump, it's ace fifth, blah blah blah. But I didn't think you'd do it with 4 points red against white. So the guy on my right did West did not rebid two hearts. So I thought, well, maybe you have 4 hearts and 5 clubs.
hmm
And I didn't want to bid two spades, which would show uh, a, a strong hand with a spade stopper, because I could bid two hearts or two
Yeah,
spades.
absolutely. Yeah. Although, by the
So I
way, how do we expose the psych of spades there? Like, 'cause if it goes a hard double a spade, if
well,
you
your
like,
double is penalty.
yeah. But what about when your plan was going to be to double and bid spades?
I don't have an answer to that.
Okay, so you'd have to jump to three spades.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Um, right. So I thought it was reasonably likely you had 4 hearts, and I didn't want to make it easy on the defense, and I thought it might even be valuable for the lead to come around to my 10-1, and I just thought I'm bidding what I think I can make.
Uh huh.
I'm hoping to take 5 clubs, two diamonds, a heart, and a spade.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, all right.
Now,
I think
I'm
you could bid.
not pretending it isn't aggressive.
For what it's worth, two no would show 19, right?
I don't
if
think
you
do you think Tuno shows 19 after
well,
you've made a free bid?
I yeah you how could you have you sorry what to me I don't get this free bid thing that you're talking about right now. I have to bid with some hands that doesn't show points like you're saying. Like I'm gonna bid here with hands that want to compete. But besides that, aren't you showing a balanced hand when you bid two no? A hand that you were gonna double and bid no trumps. To me,
Well,
like
I no, I do get your point. I do get your point. So
yeah.
I could have bid Tuno Trump, and then you could have just bid, and then we could have just subsided.
Well, yeah. All I'm saying is that two no to me would sound like 19 to 20, like a hand that was too good to overcall one no, right? That's what two no. What other hand would have a heart stopper that came in with a takeout double, right? Like
Right.
that was you
Right.
have 19, yeah, yeah. You honestly, it's funny that you didn't have 19 because you didn't have heart stopper. You couldn't overcall a Notre, but not because you weren't too strong. You didn't have a heart stopper that you still did not have.
Well, I won the poker match on this one.
He did. He did.
I knew I was bluffing a little bit, so
Yeah. Well, you definitely was a huge winner. That's
I was
funny.
making him guess whether he's supposed to, if he's got a doubleton heart and 5 spades, I don't know, he's got to guess what he's leading. I just, it's a little bit of poker. I did
Well,
not expect.
he knows his partner hasn't made a support double, right? So he's gonna lead a heart. Like a heart is the lead that you're getting, unless he has like some sequence in spades. Like I think he's gonna lead a heart there a lot because of the no support double.
That might be good for me, depending on what your heart says.
Yeah, sure, 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 sure.
I want you to have, the king, jack, third of hearts, and the ace, fifth of clubs, and he leads the queen. I don't know, but yes, I won't do this very often.
Okay.
Like I said, I knew we were running out of boards. I knew we were behind. I knew it was a bit of
Yeah.
poker, but
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
cool, cool, cool. I'm all good. All good.
And
Yeah,
then
this
on this
this one's
board,
interesting.
I knew I had no hope unless I could get east, unless I could end play east.
Yeah.
And the problem with end playing east is that he hadn't led the king of diamonds, so I didn't think he had the king queen.
Yeah, agreed.
Right? I figured out what I've got to do on this hand. I mean, the double of clubs, he didn't lead a singleton club, so he probably has none, right? I mean, his partner doubled three clubs on something. So presumably the queen, jack, 10, 9. So he didn't lead a singleton club. So I think clubs could be 5-0. He didn't lead the king of diamonds. So I don't think he has a king, queen of diamonds. So my best chance of an end play, I need to get the king or queen of diamonds out of West's hand. And I need East to pitch enough so when I'm going to end up on the dummy because I see what's happening on this board.
I actually think you were going to be fine on this hand if East had the king queen of diamonds. I mean, even if East had king queen of diamonds, I think you were still going to make it. I actually think you were still makeable the way you play the hand. You were still going to make it because if you get to the point, they let a spade, you won the king, you had to draw trumps because the clubs were 5-0, right? And then you played a spade to dummy, and you led the jack of diamonds. Oh, you okay? I would have probably at this point just led the jack of diamonds for what it's worth. I think that was the spot to lead the jack of diamonds right now. I don't know if it mattered, but you didn't. I wouldn't have been so quick to get that spade roughed because what I'm thinking is
No,
that
I'm trying to end play East. I want to end up in a situation where I've already roughed two spades, and then if he plays the
yeah,
fifth
that's what
spade,
I'm saying. That's the wrong approach. You don't want to be roughing both spades. You want to use the spade to end play East. That's what I'm trying to say. Is the rather
um,
than roughing both spades, if you play the fourth round of spades and throw away a loser from dummy, now East is purely end played in a suit that you know he has to win the last trick.
well, okay. So let's say you
So
you want me to
I want you
play
right at this point in the hand. I
play
don't
the
think
jack of
it
diamonds.
wouldn't have made a fundamental difference on the hand on this actual hand. But a heart to the king. You played a spade to dummy. Now I would just lead the jack of diamonds right now for the same reason that you're saying, trying to isolate I would get him to cover, or even if he doesn't cover, it doesn't matter. You're golden. You're fine. Because he's going to win the diamond. He's got safe exits of a diamond or a spade, but you've also got a lock on making this hand by playing. As long as East wins this diamond trick, it's not about. It doesn't even matter. The rest of the hand is completely irrelevant. If you can lose a diamond and not have them pull your heart, you're cold.
So let's see. I lead the jack of diamonds.
Now,
He
right?
covers.
He
He
covers
covers.
now. Now, to me, you could lead a spade and um, you could play diamond out now and hope that the wrong hand wins it, but you're gonna need you're gonna need a screw up on this particular hand. The way you played it, just to continue, there's another. So here went club to the ace first, and now you played a spade and roughed it, and now you played the jack of diamonds and went queen ace. Now you played a spade. You might have thrown away the diamond here too. This was another spot where you could throw away the diamond, and now Marty would have to lead a small his now like he'd have to lead his three of diamonds from his side to beat you, right? No, maybe not. He could just play a spade, and that would beat you. No, if he plays a spade, oh, I'm saying right here. Let's say you just threw away a diamond from this spot right here.
Well, hit double dummy right here.
Well, double dummy, we know it's not the case because he could always leave the three of diamonds back to his partner's eight. So if you throw the diamond, his next play could just be the three of diamonds, and for sure that's not. Um,
Good
if he
enough.
leaves, if What? That's not good enough. But if you, if you, let me take this. Let me do this. Let me export hand viewer link. I gotta click this, but then I gotta resize it on this thing. Sorry, 1 second. Alt here. A lot going on. Okay, let's see what's going on. So, first of all, so it goes three of spades to jack and king, heart to the ace, heart to the king. Okay. Now you play the four of spades to the ace. Okay. This is the spot where I was saying lead the jack of diamonds. But let's say you went along your line and went club, 10, ace, diamond pitch. Now you played a spade and you roughed it. Okay. And now you played the jack of diamonds and went. Now again, now the problem is now if he doesn't cover, you've lost the end play. You can't. You needed him to cover to have any chance on this hand. The way you played it. Had you played the jack of diamonds earlier, you would still have a potential end play in spades. But now, if you play the jack of diamonds, it goes around to Marty's king. He gets out with the queen of spades, and there's no end play on the hand. So the cover
Well,
actually
I
gave.
think what I think you're missing is that if I end play him, I'm going to get an opportunity to pitch a club from one of the hands while roughing in the other hand,
Mhm.
right? However, um, I will I'll still be in a position where if I let's say I started with ace king fourth of clubs facing four little, I get to pitch one from dummy, and now I have three little facing ace king third. I need to get the fourth club roughed, but to get the fourth club roughed, West is going to get in on the third round of clubs.
You're never letting. No, you don't. You forget the clubs. Forget the clubs. He's the clubs are losers. To me, you're. Sorry, I don't see what you're saying. So when Jack of Diamonds.
I'm not. I think that West is going to get in and be able to draw trump, even with what you just described.
Well, if West played, so let's go back.
Forget
Let me
about
show you.
the.
I'll show you. I'll show you what I was saying. So let me go back to the play. So you played spade to the ace. Now you undo previous. Okay, let's say now. How do I play this out?
You wanted to
Okay,
play the
I
jack
want
of
to play the
diamonds.
jack of diamonds. Now let's say he plays low. Okay, let's
Okay.
say he plays low and he wins the king. I think you're cold from here. Let's just check Gib. Yeah.
So let's.
So you're cold from here. At this stage, if he plays back, like what's he gonna do? So he plays back a diamond.
Right.
How do I get rid of that Gib? Diamond to your ace. You play a spade and you rough it. And what does he do? He doesn't over rough. Now you play a club to your ace and you play a spade and you throw away a club.
Oh, and then I'm gonna throw another club. Yeah.
Yeah, you're trading a loser now, but then you're getting your rough and slough. But
And if he had covered the jack of diamonds, then we get to that same situation
well,
again.
but my problem is that the way you played it with how do I go back to where our actual line of play? How do I exit there? Okay, the way that you played it, you won. You played club to the ace and a
Up to
spade to
spade.
dummy, but you play the jack of diamonds. Now here, if he plays low, you cannot make this hand in any way, shape, or form. He had to cover for you to make it because now when you lose the king, he's got his way out. So you were like playing for the honors to be split, but also playing for a mistake, and yeah. So there was yeah, it was legitimate. I don't think there was a legitimate way to make this hand. There certainly was not a legitimate way to make this hand. But
Right. It was.
if
Uh,
East had king queen of diamonds, you were going down the way you played the hand.
there was
Uh,
no way East had a king, queen of diamonds, let alone spade.
yeah, right. There's no way he had king queen of diamonds.
I knew the diamond honors were split, and West had pitched the eight of diamonds on the third round of spades. I didn't know that until I played the third round of spades. We pitched the eight of diamonds. So I knew all of that. But I do see that my line required West to cover and then East not to be able to play low to him. And your line, um, if he if he does he needs to cover.
He needs to cover, and then you're still in the
So
same.
actually, in both lines, he needs to cover, right?
No, in your line of play, if he did not cover, you were just completely down. It didn't matter.
But
There was
in
nothing.
but in your line of play,
If he
if
doesn't
he
cover, you're
covers,
completely cold. There's you can't go down if the Jack of Diamonds survives at the point we exit.
right? So you need him not to cover, and I needed him to cover.
You yes, but you were still down. Yeah, you were still down when he covered.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
No, I understand. You needed him not to cover.
I you doing it early, doing it early. The key here is just not roughing a spade before you play the Jack of Diamonds. This is what because that gives East a safe exit card and takes away your end play. The end play is in spades. That's what was the missing piece of information on this hand is that the best way to end play East, the 100% way to make sure that East is the one who wins the trick is the spade suit, not the diamond suit. So I was actually thinking that in the line you took. Let's keep going. You roughed a spade and you played the Jack of Diamonds, Queen Eights. I think here you should like. I can't. I'm surprised that they got this hand wrong. In order for look what happened. In order to get this hand wrong, he had to. What happened? You roughed, and he actually had to overtake this diamond to be end played. Right? He had a small diamond spot that he could have just let this card win.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right? So that you were just down. But I think at this trick, when you led the spade and it went 10, here I would still throw the diamond.
Right, and put him to the test.
Because now
You
he
play
has to
the
he has to play the three of diamonds.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I got you.
The
I
king of
agree with
diamonds,
you.
you just shake that.
And now he's dead. Yeah. Okay.
All right. How do I get back? Exit. I gotta get back here. Okay. That was a weird hand. Weird hand. Okay. Last one was just nothing. Nothing. Your two spade bid was automatic in my opinion.
Yeah, they are. They're laid out for. They're pretty laid out for six clubs.
Yeah. Completely cold for six clubs, right? Yeah.
Um, they need. I don't even know if they need 3-2 club. They might have on a spade lead. They play ace of hearts heart,
Spadely, they play Ace of Hearts Heart. Exactly. They don't.
and
They've
then
got
and then
they
you've
got
got
three entries. Yeah.
three entries of
Yeah.
dummy. And as long,
Even if the hearts are 4-1, you're good to go. As long as the clubs aren't 4-0 and the diamond queen offside and the hearts 4-1. Like you needed everything bad.
right
It was
now,
it was a really
I'm
good
not
slam.
sure any. What I don't know what happened at the other two tables. Probably nobody got there.
Yeah. Well, no, this was not view graph. It was the 17th hand. It was just a random hand. But I'm surprised Pepsi didn't bid five clubs. Oh no, his partner bid three hearts. He didn't make a takeout double.
Oh yeah, if his partner made a takeout double, he might be six clubs. He would certainly think about it. But yeah, over three hearts, he's just got a double.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
we were supposed to. All right, yeah. Thank you very much. I will
Hey,
speak to you soon.
okay, take care.
Yeah, thanks. All right, let me end that. All right, guys. Well, that's our conversation. Sometimes you can see that we can get into. It's not always back and forth where everybody's happy with each other. Like we were arguing about a few things, but that's kind of normal. Nobody was at each other's throats, and we building a partnership is like that. You have to be able to talk through hands like that come up where you have mishaps and whatever. And yeah, thanks for everybody for watching. I agree that was an amazing hand. I thought that was a really, really, really interesting hand. That eight of diamonds was the killer. If we had the eight of diamonds, that hand was completely cold, right? There was no way to beat it. But because Pepsi had that eight of diamonds, he had a chance to hold the lead in the club suit. It was definitely a really cool hand. Anybody have any questions before I call it a day? We just did a lot of talking without a lot of interacting. How do I get along with my partners so well? I try not pushing their buttons. That's one way. I'm very self-critical. I think that helps a lot. I'm usually taking the blame if there's ever blame to take. I'm very quick to say that things are my fault, and that's one way. I'm never picking on my partner. I never try to make them feel bad for their mistakes. I only ever talk about things that I think can help. I think that there's that. It takes a lot of work to be a good partner, but I'm just a competitor. So, and I just believe that in order to win, you need to get the most out of your partner. And in order to get the most out of your partner, you need to be respectful to them. Everybody's defensive. Everybody gets defensive. Nobody likes to be told that they've done something wrong. And so don't do things that yeah. So that's definitely my success with partners is definitely just keeping ego out of it. I don't really care whether my partner thinks I'm right about something or not. That's a big part of it. I'm trying to make sure that my partners understand what I'm saying without demeaning them. That's my whole life, honestly. Whether it doesn't matter whether I'm playing with an expert peer, somebody that's better than me, or somebody that's worse than me, or Warren, or just treating your partner respectfully is how you get along with your partner. Understanding their human nature is to be defensive. Nobody wants to be told they're wrong. Like even there, if you could hear me when we were talking about his 3-note trumpet and it was 17 or whatever, I wasn't too critical about it. I just kind of let him say what he was thinking and moved on. I think you learn best from yourself. At least I learn best from myself, not from being told by people. I mean, occasionally I need to be told stuff because I don't notice things. Like even today, Warren had a few things to say that were I found pretty interesting, and I take it to the bank. Yeah, use it. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks. We'll be back next week. I'm sure more opponents and more of these matches. Today was a strange set with some interesting hands, and thank you. Thanks for coming.